Get nasty on a Tuesday afternoon. It's a fast lane here on 101 ESPN. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh. Our guy Anthony still on vacation with the family for holiday season, all that wonderful stuff. This will be our last official show until after Christmas, boys. We'll have some best ofs coming up.
Yeah.
DJ Marshy Marsh was putting that together today, and from the sounds of it, sound pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
But we're going to have a good time today, and we're going to close this out the right way. Unlike the Blues did last night.
Oh, and the Tigers go down.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we have a couple of... Let's start with...
Let's start with the Blues. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me compose myself. Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? Jamie?
They played a real good team in Tampa, and... like the very first goal, it's a high slot deflection. Cam Fowler's got to pick up the stick there. He got out-muscled once again. Like, it happens a lot.
He got walked last night,
But he got out-muscled on the first goal. The Holmberg guy made it look like he was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just like threw him off like a bug off a windshield, then got his stick back down on the ice and deflected it past Binnington. Not much the netminder could do there. And then the second goal is a one-timer on a power play. By the way, you watch a Lightning power play?
Is it real good?
Pretty impressive, huh? Pretty direct.
We watched it a lot last night in the first period.
Pass, shoot. Get to the puck. Get to the
very
pucks
direct.
on net.
Quick passes. Set your guy up for a one-timer. Good puck retrieval. And then shots to the net with bodies in front. And their one-timer shot actually went off of Justin Falk. It was going wide by about 2 feet, hit Justin Falk, went into the net. So you're down 2-0 at that point. Your goalie hasn't really had a chance to make the saves on those. You do get back into it, though, is Justin Falk scores a goal for Carey.
Put him on the board.
Yeah, nice one-timer from him, nice bomb. And then you couldn't get your footing. Tampa just looked good, man. They look good. They look crisp. That Kucherov, gosh, he's fun to watch. Like, I hate him in a Lightning jersey, but watching the game of hockey and just, like, appreciating it, it's like, holy crap, is he good. He's not big. He's like 5'9", 175. Can't knock him off the puck. He gives what they call false information all the time.
What does that mean?
To look away.
They have like Patrick Mahomes when he's throwing the ball?
They have fancy words for things now, Carey. So, like, a look away or a no-looker is now false information.
False information.
Yeah.
What, just saying a no-look is too easy?
I don't know. I don't know. I heard a couple of coaches use false information in the last couple of weeks, and I was like, you mean a fake? They're like, well, yeah. I go, but that's false information. They're not wrong. It is false information because you're faking, means you're lying about what you're going to do. But Kucherov does it exceptionally well, and he's been doing it for a very, very long time. And the Blues just didn't have any answer for it. They didn't have any answer for it. And, you go 1-1 down in Florida. You're not happy, but that's two pretty good teams. I mean, the Panthers were 7-1 in their last 8 before playing the Blues, which that's pretty good.
That is really good.
And the Lightning have been playing very well, and they've got good depth, great goaltending, and they've got Nikita Kucherov.
I have a question real quick.
Sure.
We talk about power play a lot. Now, for those that don't know, it's when you have more men than the opposing team does on the ice, correct? Stop me when I'm wrong.
Carey, well done.
When you are, like, So in football, I don't know if this is the same for hockey or any other sports. We call it a copycat league, right?
For the most part.
So if something good happens and you're watching it, you tend to copy it. You're like, yeah, hey.
Unless you think you're smarter than what you're watching.
But you really are never smarter than what's working. That's a good one. Especially if what you're doing is not working.
Not as effective.
So if you have a copycat league and you're watching a team, I don't know, that has a man advantage.
Team.
Yeah, the Lightning.
Okay.
You're watching a team that has a man advantage, and you see, I've seen this a few times. I've seen people just shoot the puck towards the net. It's a crazy idea, Jamie.
Now, when they shoot the puck, Carey, do they one-time it, and do they have bodies in front?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on, write that down.
Write that down. So you shoot the puck at the net.
Bodies in front.
One-timer. You pass, and you just rip it sometimes. You just let it go. And when that happens, hell, I don't know, the puck could bounce off of anybody and go in the net, right?
It did last night. You're right. It went off of your own player.
Yeah. So if you are I don't know, wanting to do and have success, maybe copy what other teams do when they're having success. Is that crazy? I mean, I don't know hockey as well as you.
We got some great texts, by the way. Just super supportive of our goaltender for sure. 573 says, while you can't blame Binner, he's got to stop deflections. A lot of other goalies do. That's not excusable. You're not wrong. But a deflection as the first shot of the game, that's a little tough. Should he have had it? I don't know. I'm sure he wanted to save it.
Yeah.
Then Major Stronzo says, can we quit making excuses for a goaltender that lets in 4 goals on 17 shots? It probably should have been 5. If you saw the one play to where they tic-tac-toed it 3-on-2 down low to a wide-open defenseman who had a wide-open net. And then Binner got a pad on that one. And it went up off his pad up over the net. Guys, backdoor one-timer. I don't know what Colton Parayko was doing on that. I watched the play about 12 times. And he's in front of the net, Carey. Top of the blue paint. He shoulder checks, sees the eventual goal scorer.
Yeah.
Looks down, sees the puck here, then backs into the crease.
Just to be.
And leaves the passing lane.
Yeah.
Opens up the passing lane for the Lightning guy who now has a one-timer backdoor. So if we want to blame Binner, let's really blame him. He should have had the deflection.
Yeah.
High tip first shot of the game. He should have absolutely had the one that was being shot 3 feet wide off of his own defenseman into the net. And then he should have certainly had the backdoor one-timer tap in on the power play. Did I miss any, Marshy? I know I missed one more, but it's eluding me right now.
No, I don't even care about the goaltender situation right now. Like, the team in front of them they played boring hockey last night. Like, as the game progressed, I had Monday Night Football on, and I would rather watch Phillip Rivers,
he's
audible at the line of scrimmage than watch and that team lost.
There's a couple of times, and I watched something online today. He hasn't played in 5 years, and he is directing traffic like he is
incredible.
Like he owns it.
Yeah, it was great. It was
Carey,
great to
that's
watch.
impressive, right?
Sure.
Like,
Did you see that stuff online? Phillip Rivers.
No, I didn't see Rivers online.
He's at the line of scrimmage. He's like doing the whole Peyton Manning. He's been gone for 5 years.
Yeah, how'd they play? We can talk about that because I have a
negative. I'm talking about a guy who's
it's cool, man.
Years old.
He is, and he ain't played in 5 years. And you had at one point the MVP of the league on your roster, and you chose to give the ball or opportunities more to a guy that just came off the couch. I mean, I don't think that's smart.
I don't think Carey's on board, Andrew.
I mean, I think Phillip Rivers is a great man. I do.
Doesn't sound like it.
I don't think you should be throwing the ball 35 times with him.
Well, he's not going to run it, Carey.
Well, you got Jonathan Taylor.
My point is,
what did that guy ever do?
that team was not. The Blues were not fun to watch last night. From puck drop to the end of the game, I expected more based on what I watched on Saturday, based on where this team is at in the standings, and it's hard for me to trust where this team is right now in trying to stack games. We talked about that yesterday. I need to see them start stacking games, and they just aren't doing that. And I know that they're missing a lot of players, but there was like no offense last night. There was like a minimal offense.
So you say that
it was boring to watch.
You say that, okay? But now let's dive into it just a little bit. 24 shots on goal to 17. The Blues had 2 breakaways as well.
Yeah.
And 1 2-on-1 where Oscar Sundqvist was basically by himself, and he shot it into Vasilevsky's belly button. Not exactly my first choice, but either way. So you did create chances. In fact, you created more chances than the opposition, except your chances weren't finished. Yeah. That's where the Blues are falling short right now, in my opinion, is finishing off goals. They scored 6 in Florida. That was great, but that's the highest number they scored all year long. Like, don't get used to seeing 6 because we barely could get past 2 for most of the year.
For sure.
Yeah.
And if I'm being brutally honest right now, it's just because I have to be.
I see way too many times puck in the defensive zone, pass up to the blue line, maybe the puck gets out, maybe you get to the red line, turnover in the neutral zone, puck goes back into the defensive zone, guys are stuck out there, they get the puck out, they dump it in. There's the forecheck. There's like 0 forecheck because guys are changing, and even if they
change slow.
They change slow. We talked about that last week. If they get to the puck, they don't win the board battle, and it's a one and done puck going back the other way. I've seen it way too many times, and I'm sick of watching it.
Well, I think the only way I don't know. I mean, at this point, you get what you get, and you don't have a fit, right? You can't.
Well,
at some point, either
I think
it's
we
going
can still
to
have a fit. I don't think we have to like it.
Nah, Jamie, you can have a fit. It's like, when your child it's bedtime.
Yeah.
They throw a fit, but it doesn't change that it's still bedtime, right? You still got to go to bed when you're done having a fit. So basically, what I'm saying, you can have a fit, but it's still gonna be what it's gonna be. Like there's nothing else you can do about it. So,
well, there's certainly nothing we can do about it.
That's what I'm saying. So you can have a fit if you like, but at the end of the day, still getting what you're getting.
Yeah.
Unless they decide to change it. Which effort, energy, playing hard, moving people, shooting the puck at the net when you have a power play, putting bodies on people when you're on the penalty kill, playing hard.
Yeah.
You can't coach that. That choked you up, doesn't it?
Man. It does. I get a little upset.
Yeah.
You're right, though. We haven't seen a Blues team consistently this year put together the same effort as they had down the stretch last year. And I know we talk about that all the time, but I'm not going to allude to the winning and the success that they had. How about just the style of play?
For sure, yeah.
The style of play was in your face, blocking shots, finishing every hit. And who did you have that was different? Radek Faksa? Guys, I refuse to sit here and think that Radek Faksa was the cog in all this. I have a hard time. Zach Bolduc, he ran around and hit everything that moved too. Maybe it was his physicality you're missing more than the goal scoring. Maybe it was his effort. I don't know.
I'll be honest, you are missing him in that bumper spot on the power play.
You are, because your power play is set up completely wrong right now. Did I say that out loud?
Do tell. Do tell.
I heard it. I don't know if anybody else heard it.
I'm intrigued.
I'll just say this. I'll go through this one time. You have a right-handed shot on the strong side, Carey, which means he's not in a one-timer position. This would be Robert Thomas.
So that needs to be a left-handed shot.
I'm going to describe the setup first. Then we can break it down.
Okay.
So you have a right-handed shot who goes up the wall and then back down with no chance of a one-timer. Then you have 3 left-handed shots up front on the other side or in the bumper or down low, which means they cannot one-time the puck either because the puck is on the wrong side of the ice. You also have a left-handed shot defenseman up high who, when the half-wall guys, Robert Thomas, pass up top, he cannot one-time it. He passes it down to the half-wall over to the other side. That player cannot one-time it. Now, you can try to get it through the middle, but then if I'm the defensive team, I realize you only have one option.
Right.
So I'm going to condense everything there. You're going to try and put it in there. We're going to knock the puck down. We're going to ice it, rinse, repeat.
Right.
When this power play had success, when it had more scoring opportunities, Robert Thomas was on the other side of the ice. Dalibor Dvorsky, who, by the way, scored his first goal on the power play shooting a one-timer, was on the other side. And you were able to move the puck. Thomas to Fowler's a one-timer. Fowler to Thomas is a one-timer. Fowler to Dvorsky's a one-timer. Thomas to Dvorsky's a one-timer. And then you work in Booch. You work in Neighbors. You have options.
So, because you're showing me on your paper here, but for people that don't know, so if I'm a left-handed shot, I should be on the right side of the goalie?
Or the play should be developing from the left-handed side of the ice.
To come back to the
anything's on
right.
the left-handed side, coming back, we call it back across the ice. Now you have one-timer options across. You have slot play, you have point up at the top, Fowler, and you have Dvorsky. Those are 3 options for a one-timer coming back across the ice. And if you pass it up high or anywhere else, it can come back downhill to Robert Thomas, who now has a one-timer option. If you watch the Tampa Bay Lightning, that's what they did.
Right.
They had the right-handed shot in the bumper, left-handed shot down low, Kucherov left-handed shot on the wrong side, Radish up high right-handed shot, and Kucherov works it down low, and he gets everybody mesmerized, and then he bumps it up high to Radish, who's stepping into a one-timer.
Yeah, this flow on their power play.
That's what it's supposed to look like. Quick passes with a purpose. Until we fix that, getting a power play is going to just feel more frustrating than anything else. So, anyways, we got a great show planned ahead. Trying to get hopefully a little more positive than we just were there. Carey Davis, Jamie Mears, Andrew Marsh. Coming up next, is this a down season for the usual suspects or a new era in NFL football? Ooh, spicy. Right here on 101 ESPN. Welcome back here to the Fast Lane. It's 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. And it has been a different kind of year in the NFL. It just has. I think we had a lot of projections for certain teams and expectations for others that it just hasn't come to fruition. I mean, if you look at the Chiefs, first of all, we'll keep it as local as we can.
Oh, wow. Really not anymore, right?
Well, it's still yeah, 15 minutes further. My bad. Just not what we expected. Like, I thought the first, 4 weeks would be tough without Rashee Rice. We thought, okay, if they can get through that 500, you know, they got Patrick Mahomes, they got Travis Kelce, all this stuff. It's like they've never been able to get the traction that they've needed, and now forget it. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is hurt. Gardner Minshew is hurt now, not as bad as it was originally suspected, but still he's out. The Bengals, Joe Burrow was out to start the season for an extended period of time. That hurt them. The Ravens were without a lot of people, including Lamar. So the AFC overall, I mean, it has been weird. And then the Patriots now. The Patriots sitting at, 11-3 on the season? Like, who the hell saw that coming?
I had them as a wild card team. I did not expect this to happen.
And the Broncos, that's a surprise. Whether it's fool's gold or not, the record is the record right now. Now, when they play some of the tougher teams come playoff time, we'll find out. But right now,
who are those tougher teams?
know.
Because they're one of the tougher. I mean, they're the best.
But I look at this right now, though. If the Steelers played the Broncos, I think I'd favor the Broncos or the Steelers right now.
I mean, I wouldn't disagree. I know
you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Shocker.
No, honestly, the way that the Pittsburgh Steelers played against Detroit a couple of days ago, for me, that was a mind-blowing experience to be able to hold Detroit. No, seriously, because they struggled in the run, especially early in the season. And I think they played the Jets. They got ran on. They played a couple of teams early in the season. I was like, this is not Pittsburgh Steelers football, the way that they were getting run on. But to be able to hold the Detroit Lions to, I think it was like 23 yards total.
That was weird.
Rushing yards total. That to me spoke volumes as to, okay, maybe they have 15 yards rushing for Detroit in that game. Like that spoke volumes to me in the team as a team that has figured some things out. If you can stop the run and a run offense that is as good as Detroit is. Now, Jared Goff went off. He had 300+ yards and 3 touchdowns, and he threw it 54 times, but that's because if you can make a team one-dimensional, which is what they did, you can find a way to win that game. As it pertains to the Denver Broncos, I'm not a believer either. Jacksonville went in there and beat up on them this weekend. So I think Denver is still the number 1 seed, but you got a couple of weeks left. Anything could happen. I'm just not a believer in Denver in terms of just their overall ability to win a championship or to even make it to the AFC Championship game.
So you mentioned the Lions. That's another team that, we just talked about the AFC, but the Lions were a team that I think a lot of people thought that they would do good things this year.
Oh, my! I thought they were Super Bowl bound, man.
There were others that questioned, okay, would this team actually be able to make noise without Ben Johnson? Well, it kind of seems like they're missing Ben Johnson. He's having success right now with the Bears. The Lions, they're probably going to miss the playoffs.
Well, they need to win out, and the Packers need to lose out.
Well, the Packers are going to play Max Brosmer and the Vikings. I do not see that happening. I do not see the Vikings beating them.
Who's under center for the Packers? Because it's not.
Well, Malik Willis can ball out, man.
Yeah.
He actually, and I'm happy for him that he's kind of found this niche. I mean, coming out of college, you thought, initially they thought he was going to be a first-round pick, ended up being a third-round pick, and things just didn't go well in Tennessee. It didn't go well for anybody in Tennessee. But I think he's found his niche, and he adds something that Jordan Love doesn't have in the running game. Like, he has an ability to escape the pocket and pick up yards with his legs, which is a defensive coordinator's nightmare when a quarterback can throw and can be mobile in the run game. So I like what Malik Willis did in relief of Jordan Love last week, and I think he's going to be okay.
Do you think that, all these teams that we just mentioned, Chiefs, Bengals, Ravens, Lions,
oh my.
Do you like these teams are more than likely not they're 2 of them for sure won't be in the playoffs. The Ravens they need a lot to happen. And the Lions need a lot to happen as well. They need help. Do you see this season sort of being like a one-off for these teams, where the teams that are not the usual suspects are in the playoffs right now? Do you see this being a one-off season, whereas next year these teams that are in right now will have a harder schedule?
I think the teams that you are, especially in the AFC, I think the teams that you're accustomed to seeing, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Baltimore Ravens, those teams had a lot of injuries. Like Lamar missed time. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes has missed time. The Chiefs missed Rashee Rice for a number of games to start the season. Joe Burrow missed a ton of games as well. So I think if they're healthy, the Dolphins, who are a team that I thought would ascend and be better, Tyreek Hill got injured, and Tyreek Hill.
Oh, does he still play?
He did earlier. Man, that was a nasty injury.
I kind of forgot about that.
I know.
So they've dealt with, and Tua is obviously not Tua that he was a few years ago. So in the AFC, I think that those teams will be back as long as they're healthy. But I do also believe that the Houston Texans are on the rise. C.J. Stroud has figured some things out, and that defense is elite. The Los Angeles Chargers, I'm still kind of torn between them, but they have a lot of offensive linemen that have been injured. And if they get healthy next year, that's another team that could be on the rise as well. So
the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars.
They seem like they are real.
Yeah. I mean,
At
Liam
11-4, Liam Cohen pissing off the entire league. He don't care about nothing.
Yeah, so I think the AFC is going to be a battle, you know, in years to come, because now these teams that hadn't been in the playoffs are gaining that experience, and they're going to be poised and be ready to go forward for the next few years.
And sorry, Carey, I think the Chicago Bears are real. Finally,
yeah.
Like after this last weekend, I think they're real. I think Ben Johnson has the same juju going on there that they had with Detroit early on when they flipped it on its head.
Yeah,
and I do think the Lions will be back to being a competitive team next year. They do have some things they have to figure out. They got to find a play caller. Dan Campbell did it for a game, was great. After that, not so much. And he took the duties away from his OC. The DC in Detroit seems legit. I like his style, his coaching.
Yeah.
The players play hard. I think the Lions will be back in a discussion next year. I don't know if they're Super Bowl bound, but they're going to be a competitive team. The Packers, depending on when they get Micah Parsons back and things like that, like he could be a while too. So the Packers next year could be another down year for them.
Well, but here's the problem. I mean, the NFC West is stacked.
It is.
I watched the 49ers last night, and they could, minus the
Kyler
Cardinals.
Murray's aren't very good.
But they got three teams that are going to make it into the playoffs.
the 49ers have a chance to claim the number one spot in the NFC.
Yeah,
they
went
look
out
good too.
They
now,
looked
Kittle
real
being
good.
hurt doesn't help them.
But I think he's fine. Like, I think, and I generally, if
like
a
there's
guy...
playoffs tomorrow, you think he can play?
No question. Because if a guy stays on the sideline with his pads on, it's usually
what
not...
if he's inactive and he's in full pads and helmet?
Russell was got to be prepared, man. You never know what's going to happen, man. When you're the third quarterback, you're the emergency quarterback.
He was taking a costume.
You got to stay ready. You stay ready, you don't got to get ready. You know, that's Russell's philosophy. He knows how this goes.
Carey, let's just be honest for a second, okay? You would not have liked Russell Wilson as a teammate.
I don't know Russell personally. I think Russell is fine.
I don't like him as a teammate, and I never had him as a teammate.
I think he's fine.
I don't think he's fine.
He might be a little odd, but you have had odd teammates. Like some weird ass teammates. You're like, dude, you're weird as hell.
Like, they're weird, but they were good dudes.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a good dude.
I don't think he's a bad dude.
Well, why don't you just call him?
I don't have his number.
Nobody does. Figure it out. All right. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. The Cardinals, they keep making deals with the same team. We're going to talk about that next here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. All right, Jamie, back with you here, and I want to talk to you about a couple of really wealthy people, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and Shad Khan. Why are they wealthy? Because they make good investments. They make smart financial decisions. And one of the decisions that they made is they invested into U.S. farmland. Why would you ask that? Well, they figured out that the stock market is unpredictable and other investments can be high risk, whereas U.S. farmland, it offers you steady returns, long-term growth, and real stability. So if you're like me and you have a little bit of money in the stock market, it can get stressful. When the market's all over the place, man, it affects your mood. It affects everything because you just don't know what's going to happen. What if you could wake up just knowing that the farmland that you're invested in just keeps growing slowly, inching along, doing its job for you? That feels a lot better than being stressed out. AgVest is the company that can do that for you. They are they have been helping leading financial institutions manage over $900 million in farmland. They're licensed in 10 states. And if you own farmland, they can help you out there as well. But you got to call Chris Bronner. He is the founder over at AgVest, and he's a hell of a guy, too. His number is 618-520-7022. That's 618-520-7022. Or you can always visit them at agvestadvisors.com. Remember, buy land. They're not making it anymore.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Blues lose to the Tampa Bay Lightning last night by a final score of 4-1. We'll talk with Jeremy Rutherford, our Blues insider with The Athletic, at 3 o'clock. And then we'll get the head coach's thoughts at 4:30. That's Jim Montgomery. Once again, Blues lose to the Lightning 4-1 last night. If you miss anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Welcome back inside the Fast Lane. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh. Chaim Bloom making noise, boys, eh? Oh, Jaime, he's getting after it.
As he should.
Only with one team, no. Yep. He's. I don't know if it's in his contract that the only team he's allowed to make moves with is Boston Red Sox, but here we are. New rumor out there, the Red Sox and the Cardinals have discussed, the Red Sox, you heard that right, discussed a trade that would send Brendan Donovan to Boston. Our guy, Ollie, it may not be on that text thread. He talked about Donovan being a leader in the clubhouse going into next season.
He was talking about players that are currently on the roster.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how you.
I don't know. Anyways, according to Ken Rosenthal and Will Salmon, guys, do you think the Cardinals should try and trade with a different team, maybe?
Nah.
Like, I don't know what we're doing here.
Nah. Here's the thing.
Like, I get you find a dance partner, and maybe they're a good dancer, Carey.
Yeah,
but every now and then you want to dance with somebody different.
So here's the thing. Maybe Chaim Bloom is systematically, like, he has insider information. There's no secret there.
I don't know about that. Marshy uncovered some stuff.
Well, I'm sure he knows some things about some of these players that, we other people may not know. So that's number one. Number two, maybe he's systematically, giving just a little bit until he gets the player that he actually wants.
Who do you think he really wants?
Hell if I know. I don't know. But
because the Red Sox seem like a team that's kind of going for it.
yeah.
So I just don't know what you're...
He might be going after whatever that prospect is, and he's tried with Sonny. Okay, I've tried with Wilson. Okay.
What if you would package them all together?
Here's Brendan. You don't do them all
Anthony would
together.
hate that. He doesn't
You don't
like
do them
that.
all together.
What?
You don't do them all together. You do
Why
them one
would
at
you
a
do them
time.
all together?
Well, you do them one at a time. That way you get the bigger response.
When you're
bigger
giving out
package in
gifts,
return.
when
So
you're
you do
giving
them
out
one at a
gifts,
time.
You do them one at a time, and then you can get more in return. If you do them all at once,
Yeah.
it's not as good.
It's not as satisfying.
Nah, not at all.
All right.
when you're giving out gifts,
Yeah.
do you say you have 3 gifts for one
Like
of your
gifts
children?
or gifts?
Not Gift
Gift
Smith.
Smith? You got to put them. Yep.
He's a star.
You did it.
Gift.
GIFT.
T-S.
Oh, gifts. Multiples.
Well, yes, there's
Yeah.
multiple. Do you put them in one package? There's 3. Let's
Not
say
when you
there's
got
3.
kids.
Exactly. No,
Not
you
when
don't.
got kids.
No, you find a way to split that up.
you
as much
split it
as
up.
possible. I put one sock in a box and another sock in another box.
Hey, you got to open. You got 40 packages to open.
Yeah.
you got.
They see that
Gift
tree
Smiths you got, kid.
littered
All
with
those-
presents.
Yeah, it's one outfit in each one of those. You'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So go ahead, Marshy.
No, that's all. That was the point that I was
That's all you
making.
had?
Well, yeah, that was the point that I was making. That you don't
Yeah.
put them all together and
No.
trade for. No, you gotta. Here's the thing though, with that idea, maybe you move this guy over here, you move that guy to the West Coast, you try different teams. I do find this interesting. I don't
The
know.
Red Sox can't have that much to offer. That you're sitting there doing deal. Like at some point, is the well not dry? Like, what does Baseball America say about their prospect pipeline? Because
I'm
the
looking
Red
it up
Sox
now.
must
I'm trying
have
to see.
47 guys in the top 100.
They got a shortstop at 24. They have a left-handed pitcher at 28.
Let's take him.
That it might be who they're his name is Peyton Toll. Peyton Toll. Okay. Let's see what else they got here. Red Sox. I don't see them anymore. Okay.
So why are we doing
in the top 100?
So what other team has the most?
They got another one. Oh, Jamie, that's
That's
way
too much?
Yeah,
I'm
that's way
sorry,
too
Carey.
much.
It is a last day before a holiday.
What are you doing
So-
I apologize.
Doug Vaughn's Gong said Heim was the GM in Boston. All these guys he's trading for are prospects he drafted.
Oh,
that's
but wait.
not entirely true,
Marshy,
though.
fill him in.
There's only a few guys that, they've made a couple deals. Some of these guys aren't Heim Bloom's guys.
Yeah.
So he
So
was
that's
not
even
there.
more like.
Yeah,
that
but
doesn't mean he doesn't know them.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I just find this to be just interesting because when was the last time, or if ever, you've seen like 3 big trades, or at least 2 made to the same team, within a matter of weeks? And this is not even counting the Steven Matz deal
Didn't
that
Mo do
went
something
back
like
to
this?
last summer.
Didn't Mo do something like this a number of years back? And wasn't it actually the Red Sox? Am I crazy? I feel like John Mozeliak made a number of trades at one point with the Red Sox too.
He may have.
Text line. You're my Google.
Yeah.
Call me out on that, please, or support me.
Yeah, I think it does make it easier when you have kind of familiarity with the organization that you're doing business with. If you came from there, you kind of know the inner workings. You have insight to speak with people who are still there that can tell you, hey, this is how they're seeing this player progress, and this player may not be progressing in the manner in which we would have liked. So I think there's still relationships and working relationships with people that are there that it makes it easier to do business. And you're probably getting more of a true assessment of what a player actually can be in comparison to, another team that you don't have that relationship with. I don't think if I built a good relationship, you and I worked together for a number of years, and then we go our separate ways, and you call me about, I don't know, a hockey player, and I know the knowledge of this, and you're like, Carey, tell me about the player as a man. I'm not going to lie to you, Jamie. I'm going to tell you, if he's a crap person, I'm going to be like, he's a hell of a player, Jamie, but his attitude is stinking. And you're like, thank you. Whereas someone else could be like, man, he's a hell of a player. Well, what about him personally?
And go, hey, I could really screw over Carey Davis.
But why would you?
I don't know.
Why would you screw me over?
What if I just woke up in a bad mood?
Well, you know what? You actually did screw me over, so it makes sense now. All right, yeah, you did.
Carey went for a 48-hour
You did
run.
screw me over. You did screw me.
You screwed yourself over.
Nope.
You went running through landmines all by yourself blindfolded. Okay.
And all I had was my ears for my brother Jamie to tell me, don't go there, go right, go left. And he said nothing.
No, I called you, actually.
Just
Literally
run through
called
there.
you. Did you or did you not hear my voice?
I talked to you, and you sent me through. You sent me running, and when I said that doesn't sound like a good idea. That's fine.
It's fine as long as you follow the plan. But did you follow the plan?
This guy. You know what?
Accountability is important
I
in
would not
life.
call you if I were a GM, actually.
When you were coaching your high school kids, did you teach them accountability?
I did. And the decisions that they make,
How
if
does
you
one
didn't do
lead
well,
with
sometimes
accountability if
you
one
had to pay.
refuses to take it?
Yeah, sometimes you had to pay. If you don't do well, it's on you. So I as an accountable man, will take my payment.
Well, you will later.
My punishment.
Don't you worry, you will.
Yeah, I will. But
I'm going to be the one pulling the trigger.
I
too,
will let you
just
know.
Because.
I will let you know that somebody sent me down this road, and a great teammate wouldn't send you down
My
the road.
teammate started talking to you 48 hours
Marshy,
beforehand.
Marshy wouldn't send you down the road with landmarks.
You know, I
crying
think
still.
you two need to settle this next.
Yeah.
Carey has some questions that need to be answered.
Oh, and I've got do we have a airsoft?
I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know. Carey might get
I'm getting a
by
hockey
2 weeks.
stick, then. I'm trying to hit you with a stick.
No way, brother.
Do we still have that hockey stick?
I'm going to find something.
No
There'll be
way.
a broom handle around here somewhere.
Whoa. Okay.
I got a couple days off. You'll be fine. All right. We'll talk about the NFL pick and how Carey screwed it up next year on 101 ESPN.
Hey, it's Carey Davis, and if you're in the market for a new vehicle, my friends over at Genesis of St. Charles have you covered. They are the #1 Genesis dealer in Missouri for 2025, and they are your premier Genesis dealer. They are Missouri's first and only standalone Genesis dealership. Don't wait. Now is the time to visit them during their signature event at Genesis of St. Charles. They want your trade-in and are willing to pay more for it on any new Genesis purchase. No games, no gimmicks. Just upfront pricing. You can unlock the e-price today. Every purchase comes with 3 years of complimentary Genesis Service Valet. That means complimentary vehicle pickup and delivery, plus a loaner vehicle at no additional cost. They have a large selection of new Genesis models in stock that are ready for you to take home today. Some of those models are beautiful. They have massaging seats, lower lumbar area. Get ready because you can get it massaged for 20, 30 minutes while you're driving from St. Charles County to St. Louis County. Wherever you are, you can go and see them personally at their exclusive state-of-the-art facility located at 5601 Veterans Memorial Parkway in St. Peters, right off of Mid-Rivers Mall. If you can't get in there physically, go to them online at genesisofstcharles.com. That's genesisofstcharles.com. Welcome back to the Fast Lane. I'm Carey Davis, joined by Jamie Rivers and Andrew Marsh, and we have our NFL Pick'em Presser. And I would just like to start this off by saying I was led astray by my great teammates, and things happen. Unfortunately, we are tied with the Rizzuto Show, 8-8, and we got 2 weeks to get this thing straight. We had an opportunity this weekend, up one. 8-7 in our favor. We got some bad intel. You know, we got a, what do you call it? What false information. We talked about false information earlier today, and no look. And we got some false information. and unfortunately, you know, here we are. We're tied up.
You know what? Screw this.
Great.
Hang on. Marshy, cut his mic off. For real, please, just for a second, because I'm going to tell the truth. And then I will give Carey every opportunity to speak his piece, okay? And I'm going to be completely honest. And if I'm lying at any point, you can just write it down and you have your counter argument. So, peek behind the curtain. We were up by 1, I believe. Andrew, correct?
We were up by 1 heading into Sunday.
Okay, up by 1 heading into Sunday. So what we did is we started a text chain. Marshy text first. In the text chain, the group text, hey, I think we should match our picks to the Rizzuto show. I believe...
I said that in the office the other day.
But then there was something... No, you sent me a private message, I think. I'm not sure. Because it kicked off... Let's see here. It's either in the fast lane one or the other one. Either way, it kicked off a chain of events. Where is that?
Oh, you can't find it.
No, I can.
No, you can't find it.
Well, it's because we have 3 different chats going.
Wow.
Anyways, the bottom line is we started texting about matching our picks to the Rizzuto show, because if we match the picks, that means they cannot beat us because we're already ahead by 1. And so we started texting here, and I'm going to find it because Carey's going to try and call me out on this because it was Saturday. Gentlemen, here it is. Look, Carey, Saturday, what time is that? No, look, what time is that? Noon. Gentlemen, we are currently up by 2. This was before the Saturday games.
Yes.
On the result, today's games will not matter. This was Saturday at noon. We was running. But I think we should match them tomorrow morning before the Sunday slate. It's time to put the women and children to bed and go looking for dinner. Stalter goes, I'm good with it. I agree. Let's put them away. And I said at 12:06 p.m., we need everyone to respond and be on board for this to work. Brandon Kiley responds at 12:24. I'll do whatever we need. And I said, if we're going to match, we got to do it soon. This is Sunday now, 10:37. 10:37, you're marking this down, right, Marshy?
Yes.
I said, I'll match with Moon. You guys pick a person. Marshy goes, I've matched with Riz. This is 11:21 a.m. now. By the way, have anybody heard any text message from Carey Davis yet? No. Then Brandon Kiley, who, by the way, dealing with a sick kid. I'll do whatever I can. His little guy had a bad little cold. And then he goes, I've matched with Rafe. So BK with a sick child comes through. Anthony matching with Scott. Then Carey Davis at 11:56 after I physically called him and talked to him. I've been trying for 5 minutes, says it's locked. By the way, Marshy, just for clarification, when did the text chain start?
Saturday.
At
noon.
Noon.
Is
on
my,
the dot.
Is my mic back on?
Yeah, it's been on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
explain yourself
I would
now.
like to just point out one simple text that, surprisingly enough, Your Honor, was written by one Jamie Rivers, which says at 12:06, we need everyone to respond and be on board for this to work. We need everyone
That was at
to
noon
respond
on Saturday.
That's not. We need everyone.
So you're
to
condoning your lack
respond.
of responsibility?
Marshy, these are your words, are they not? This is your text, is it not? This is your number, is it not? 12:06.
It is.
We need
By the way,
everyone.
where is your-
Cut his mic off, Marshy.
Where is your number?
He had his chance to talk.
All right.
And he
Yeah,
told me
I'll be the
he
mediator
told me
here.
I would have my chance to talk.
Let Carey
Please don't
talk.
interfere. At 12:06, one Jamie Rivers, who came up with this bright idea to match the Rizzuto show, simply says, we need everyone to respond and be on board for this to work. Which means Jamie, as bright as he is, and he is extremely intelligent. That is not a slight, sir. I love you. You are an extremely intelligent man, and I know it, and you know it. Which is proven by your text here. We need everyone to respond and be on board for this to work. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, if everyone did not respond, then and everyone was not on board, then this would not work. And Mr. Rivers, the intelligent man that he is, the business savvy gentleman that he is, this man does deals. He's willing and dealing all damn day, Marshy. He was late. He was later than he normally is to work today because why? He's willing and dealing. He's meeting and greeting. He's doing cooking. All of those things he needs to do to be the great man that he is. He knows that if everyone does not respond and is on board, then this will not what, Marsh?
Work.
It will not work. So everyone did not respond. Everyone was not on board, and it did not do what, Marsh?
Work.
Because Jamie Rivers, the bright man that he is, knew that if you didn't respond in a timely fashion, on time, and get on board, it wouldn't work. But yet, what did Marsh? What else did he do? Because without everyone responding at 11:21.
Which day, Carey?
On Saturday.
No, probably not.
I'm sorry. Let me go back.
It's probably Sunday, a full 24 hours
on
later.
Sunday, at 10:37 on Sunday, Mr. Rivers, without everyone responding and on board for it to work, text, "I'm gonna match with Moon." I got it. And then not everyone, because I didn't respond. Because if everyone doesn't respond, it's not going to what, Marsh?
Work.
Okay. Everyone did not respond, but Mr. Rivers knew that going into this at 12:06 when he sent out the message on Saturday, and then on Sunday at 10:37 when he sent out the message that he was already doing what he said wouldn't work if everybody wasn't on board. Just saying. It's like you had a premonition. Like you had a vision.
Yeah.
Jamie had a vision.
Yeah.
You knew
I
it
knew
wouldn't
somebody
work.
would screw it up, but I didn't know it'd be you, Carey.
No. You
So,
put
Your
it
Honor,
out there.
Hang on, Marcy.
You said it wasn't going to work if everyone on board and everyone wasn't. And
Okay.
it's on you, man.
Is it? Okay, because here's what I'd like to highlight as well, just in closing, is for it to work, everyone has to be on board. Carey's 100% right with that. We tried several times. By the way, I have text messages here that say, Carey, question mark, BK, question mark, Stalter, question mark. Why is Carey too good to answer? But those two guys did. Anyways,
I don't think it has anything to being too good, sir.
He's irresponsible. You're right. You're
objection.
a child. Now, that being said, it got so bad, I called Carey.
At what time?
11:42 a.m. And here's what happened.
And what did I tell you I had just done?
Not only did I have to, did Carey not answer the text message, I physically talked to him and he agreed to do it. The polls shut at 10 minutes to noon. He had 7 minutes to change his pick.
I called you back. I didn't answer when you called initially.
We know that.
Shocker.
This is what I will
busy.
say.
But did you talk to me?
I'm busy.
Excuse me, sir. It's a yes or no question.
I did talk to you.
So the answer
at
is yes.
11:45.
Hang on. I'm not done.
Which gave me
I'm asking
3
you
minutes to
questions.
figure out to get logged in, 5 minutes to get logged in, figure out what everyone else had.
Mr. Davis, 2 questions. It's a yes or no. Otherwise, you're in contempt.
No, but hell with you. You ain't the judge.
I am right now. Did you talk to me?
Yes, I talked to you.
Did you, while talking to me, agree to the process?
Did I agree? I said
Did
I
you
would,
agree? It's a
I
yes
would
or
go
no.
on
It's not
my
it's
computer.
Your Honor.
I
It's
said
a yes or no.
It's not a yes or no. I did not agree.
You said no?
I didn't agree. I said I
Remember
would
now,
go on my computer.
Perjury is a serious thing.
I did not. I said I would look at it. And if I have time, and I tried to do it,
Carey?
but I did not. I was not able to do it.
Carey, that is not
However,
what I asked you.
What I said.
I didn't ask if you were able to do it. I said, were you on board with it?
No. Clearly, if you got 2 days of me not responding, and you said,
Carey,
we need everyone on board.
I just so happened to have recorded the conversation.
Yeah, shit, let me hear it.
It won't
Let me hear
load.
it. Yeah, okay.
But you did. You were on board.
No.
You know why you're on board?
So if this man will tell me that he has a recorded conversation and doesn't play it,
I don't know how to work my phone.
Do we
you know
believe
that.
anything that he says? We can't believe anything he says.
I might send us to break right now.
Do you know why? Do you know why I know this? Because you were mad because you're like, oh, I got a match with Learn now. So
who said that?
You did.
Play it.
No, you said it to me.
You said you recorded it.
I had friends around.
You recorded it.
No,
They're not here to give proof of
Well,
that.
I could call them. Either way, I'm disgusted with their behavior. All right, it's the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. We got nowhere on that segment whatsoever. That's 2 days in a row we've absolutely burned a segment, and Marshy hates our guts for it. Coming up next, we've got Jeremy Rutherford from The Athletic. Going to talk some Blues hockey. That should be positive.
Hey, Missouri, if you haven't heard by now, FanDuel Sportsbook is live in the Show Me State. And they're kicking things off with an offer that is tough to beat. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. Whether it's football, basketball, hockey, or more, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. So download FanDuel today or head to FanDuel.com/Missouri and join the excitement, and you can bet on it all. You can pick your favorite team on the money line. Maybe you want to go over in points in a basketball game. Maybe you want to go over in points scored in a hockey game and how many goals are scored. You can choose. You can do it. You like the over in rushing yards for your favorite running back. You can do it because, Missouri, it's time to play your game with FanDuel. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
It's time for the Rutherford Report with our Blues insider, Jeremy Rutherford, on 101 ESPN.
JR is brought to you by Evergreen Wealth Strategies, helping everyday people every day. Visit evergreen-ws.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here, 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh, and we head out to our Callier and Thompson phone line and joined by our guy JR, Jeremy Rutherford from The Athletic, our Blues insider. JR, how we doing, bud?
You guys want to waste another segment?
Well, Carey's just not accountable. It's fine. It's fine.
JR, what do you think? I mean, if everyone doesn't respond, then it's a no-go, correct?
Right.
JR,
Yeah.
in the adult world, if someone doesn't respond after 48 hours, I mean, come on, right?
Then you should send somebody to look for him.
At that point.
You should have sent somebody to look for him.
100%.
I called you.
Hey, and CD, I got a bone to pick. Why couldn't you take it easy on the Tigers last night? Son of a gun.
I'm sorry to see that, man. Well, not really. It was a rough outing for the old Missouri Tigers. They had a rough night.
You know, I sat down in section 114. I had my fresh beer ready to go and be entertained for an hour and a half, and I was entertained for about 10 minutes.
I told BK earlier, it looked like Mizzou felt that Illinois had 8 people on the court sometimes. They were flying around.
Like.
Yeah, they were turning the ball over left and right, the Tigers were, and it was a great night for the old Fighting Illini.
It really was. Congratulations,
Thank
buddy.
you. Appreciate it.
Not such a great night for the Blues, JR. The very first shift of the game, I believe 22 seconds in, they're down 1-0. Just looked like Tampa, even though they only got 17 shots, kind of controlled most of the offensive looks out there last night. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, similar. Yeah, the Blues have had that happen to them a couple times, giving up that early goal, and then chasing the game, and then a costly mistake by Pavel Buchnevich, and the puck's back in your net. And guys, the big picture thing that I'm looking at is the offense. You bust out for 6 goals against Florida, and I'm not saying you got to score 5 or 6 last night against a Tampa team that's injured but still playing really good hockey. But score a couple, score 3. Like, you can't get back in this pattern of scoring 1 goal a game, and that's what this team is right now. So regardless of the saves that you're going to get, and Jordan Binnington had a couple big ones last night. Regardless of those types of situations, you got to score more than 1 goal, and the Blues just can't seem to get in a pattern outside of that Florida game.
So Robert Thomas has put up some points here pretty regularly the last 5-6 games. But apart from Robert Thomas, your most productive offensive guys have been Justin Falk and Jonathan Berggren, who you just picked up off of waivers from the Detroit Red Wings. And Justin Falk's a defenseman who's now tied for the team lead in goals, and I believe he is second on the team in points. I mean, that kind of plays to your point, doesn't it, JR?
It really does. And you throw Jake Neighbors' name in there, too. I know he was banged up and out for a bit, but he's tied with Falk at the top with 10. And who would have thunk it with Justin Falk? I mean, I know that these past couple of years, haven't been his best, but he's been, I think, one of the Blues' top 2 or 3 players this season. He's been that good, and not just in the defensive zone. And I just looked it up, guys. I'm on Natural Stat Trick right now. We're just talking 5-on-5. Justin Falk, as bad as the Blues have been defensively, I mean, and think how bad it's been. He's been on the ice for 27 goals for and just 25 goals against. Just for comparison's sake, let's look at Philip Broberg. He's 28-28. Parayko, 25-4-35 against. Granted, those guys are in the top pair and playing against the top competition, but Justin Falk, real good season defensively and offensively. You're seeing some career numbers. He's on pace for some of those numbers that he put up in Carolina.
Jared, we had this question asked to us last week about Monty, and Jamie and I, we all feel like his job security is probably one of the best in the city of St. Louis right now. How do you get these players? This is the same core that has been through a number of head coaches at this point. How do you get these players to play with, I guess, more passion and more effort each and every night?
I just think there has to be some turnover. Look, everything that everybody in St. Louis is talking about is this is the third coach with kind of the same group of players, certainly the same core. You talk about slow starts again, not only to the season, Carey, but also to the first period, slow starts in games. And, the group hasn't gotten the job done outside of that post-Four Nations run when the backs were against the wall. So, I hate to to be so straight to the point and say that it's just got to be a different group. But, I think Monty's a good coach. I think with 3 coaches trying to get their message through and all 3 of them having a tough time, it's just going to take some turnover and get some guys in here that want to play hard and play like that every single night. That's the only way that Monty's going to be able to get it out of them.
You look at this team and you hate to just keep pounding the same narrative over and over and over again, but the Western Conference is a mess, JR. Like, the Kings are the first wild card team. Now, they've got 3 games less, but if we use the Mammoth, who've got 38 games played, just like the Blues, they're still only 3 points ahead of the Blues. So, like, if you're Doug Armstrong, are you able to properly diagnose what's going on here? Like, if you want to move on from some players, but you're right, you're still in the thick of things. Like, this got to be almost the worst place to be in.
Yeah, it really is. And I hate to, it's easy for me to say this, guys. It's easy for me to say, hey, let's take a step back from the standings, and forget about the chance of making the playoffs, because it is legitimately there with the way the West shapes up. But I think Doug Armstrong, in his comments last week, you guys read those, he was pretty forthcoming and pretty realistic about the situation. He said, look, hope is not a plan. And, I tend to look at like a goal differential as opposed to how many points out you are in the standings. I mean, look at the negative 36 goal differential, worst in the league right now. By far, too, it's not a situation where the Blues are even close. So you look at some of these teams, Utah, +5. You look at San Jose Sharks just above the Blues, -15. I mean, that is a telling stat that I think you have to put a lot of stock into. And here's the thing, if you've made the decision up above in management's view that you want to move on from some of these players, these are going to be players like a Braden Shen, like a Justin Falk, that are going to have some value heading into the trade deadline. And so are you even going to have the same team come March 6th? Are you even going to be still trying to make that playoff push? I don't know that they are. If I had to guess, I don't think that they are. So, I think there's going to be some parts moving, and the chances of even staying in this thing might dwindle as we get closer to that March 6th deadline.
JR, I'm having a real tough time trusting this team. I need them to start stacking games together, like multiple games. What does this team need to do for you to really buy into the 2025-2026 team? Do they need to stack multiple wins together, or just like multiple full 60 games, even if they, don't come out with a victory?
Yeah, Marcia, I think they've first of all, to say that you can buy into this team at this point, I think is tough to do. Even if they, can win a few games, stack some games together, like you're saying. Like, there've been 3, 4, 5, 6 opportunities this year where you have a game like you played against Florida, and then you came back and you're looking for some traction, and then you have a game like last night. So I'm going to go back to the offense. Obviously, there have been all kinds of issues this year: goaltending, defense, change the scheme, so on and so forth. But listen, you can't put wins together if you can't score goals, and the Blues just can't do it right now. And hey, I give them a ton of credit with as many guys as they have out injured, and these guys like Robbie Fabry and Jonathan Berggren coming in and putting up some offense. They're helping out, but it's just kind of patching the hole and getting the team through it right now. But to have some belief in this team, I don't know how you really can at this point. There's just too many issues and not enough consistency with the performance every night.
JR, do we have any updates on any of the guys that are out, what the timeline is for them to be back?
Yeah, I heard that Jordan Kyrou was skating at Centene a couple days ago and flying around pretty good, looking pretty good. So, he has a chance to come back after the break here. I think that Jim Montgomery might have said that he's probably closest of the bunch. I think Snuggerud, if I'm not mistaken, Jamie, you can correct me, was he on the trip? And he might have a chance to come back here post-break, too. When I say post-break, I don't mean first game back, but, relatively speaking. And then still up in the air, CD with Bukestad, and then Nathan Walker's still a little ways. So that's kind of the timeline on some of these guys.
JR, what do you make of some of the goaltending things that we're seeing? Because I thought maybe the Blues would go back to Hofer last night. Now, by no means am I blaming Jordan Binnington. In fact, in the very first segment, I detailed 3 goals where I didn't think he had a chance on, and end up giving up 4. But do you see anything happening there?
What I see, and this isn't, Jim Montgomery or anybody on the staff telling me this, but just based on the starts and based who they keep going back to, that they're giving Joel Hofer a leash here, and I think they're letting him get some starts that he might not have gotten last year, and he's doing well with most of them. And I think this is just that learning experience that Joel Hofer is taking on this year and at this point in his career. So, I don't think they're phasing out Jordan Binnington. I don't think at the moment anyway that they're setting up for a trade. I just think that Joel Hofer's played well, and when he plays well, they're giving him more, and all of a sudden that turns into 4 out of 6 or what have you. And I think we're seeing the growth of Joel Hofer. So whether Jordan Binnington's here at the trade deadline or here this summer, that remains a possibility. Heck, he could play the last year of his career here in St. Louis next year and finish out that contract. But I think we're slowly but surely seeing that transition into Joel Hofer, who's going to be the goalie of the future here.
JR, great stuff, man. Appreciate your time as always. We want to wish you and your family a great holiday, a very Merry Christmas, and just enjoy the time and enjoy your family, my friend.
You guys too. Hey, thanks a lot. It's always fun talking to you every week. Thanks for having me on the show.
I appreciate you,
Thanks,
buddy.
JR.
Take care, JR. All right, that was Jeremy Rutherford from The Athletic. Some good stuff there. It's tough. I mean, everybody wants the Blues to be successful, wants them to win, but we see some of the warts that just keep presenting themselves, and it's tough to overlook it. So we'll see if they get any answers out of the break, see if they get any bodies back. That'd be kind of nice to get
That'd be
one or
good
two
to be
guys
healthy.
back. Certainly wouldn't suck, that's for sure. Speaking of some of the guys that we talked about, Robbie Fabry, Jonathan Berggren, all that stuff, how important are reclamation projects for right now the Blues and maybe your Cardinals next year? We'll talk about that next, right here on 101 ESPN. Welcome back here inside the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh. And I teased before we went to the break about how important reclamation projects could be for your Blues this year and your Cardinals this year. And so here's where my thoughts are is, Anthony for a number of years has talked about the Cardinals in particular signing a reclamation project in a one-year deal. Anthony always says the one-year deal can't hurt you. He's not wrong. But the Cardinals, in my opinion, have picked a wrong reclamation project. They've picked an older player that's basically on his way out of the league, and it's not even a reclamation project. It's like that leadership guy they've signed. It's kind of a waste.
Who are you referencing?
Name your player.
I mean, you can make the same argument that the Blues have done the same thing.
Well, not really.
Is there a
because Jacob
reclamation?
Verana and Kasperi Kapanen, those are still younger players that had upside to them.
But did
Kevin
they work
Hayes
out?
was not a good... No, you're right. Mm-hmm. But wouldn't you rather roll the dice on a reclamation project that still has some road?
Oh, no, absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think at some point, though, your reclamation project has to hit in terms of you keeping said player or getting something worthwhile in return.
Okay.
But that's why it's a.
I don't know what you're going to
it's a
get out of a
gamble.
reclamation project. Like you're trying right now, if you're the Blues or your Cardinals, you're trying to bridge the gap to where your next players basically push reclamation project out of your lineup.
Yes, I guess the way that I'm looking at it is a reclamation project that you could flip assets for at a deadline.
So, okay.
I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong by any means.
In a perfect world,
Yeah.
you're right. But most reclamation projects, probably not. They're not going to. If they turned it around that drastically, you probably might keep them.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Depends on where your team is.
Depends.
Yeah.
But so let's just take Jonathan Berggren into consideration here. And we got a couple of them that we can go to here on the Blues roster this particular season. But he's still not, he's only 25 years old. He's got 10 points in 19 games this year. And with the Blues, he's got 4 points in 4 games. I don't hate this one. Couple reasons. One, he's been productive. It's nice. But 2, he's only 25. There's a lot of runway or a lot of road still for this guy to travel. He's a 33rd overall pick by the Red Wings. Somebody like this, a 25-year-old player, would be nice for the Cardinals to pick up. That's coming from a good organization and that maybe needs a chance to play.
Yeah,
maybe it's a pitcher of some kind. Like, who knows?
Well, I think Dustin May sort of fits.
Kind of.
I think he fits into that category.
For a couple of years, I was kicking the tires on Alec Manoah because I'm like, he was a friggin' stud.
Yeah.
And then, he's just kind of fallen off the rails a little bit. But that's kind of, what I was thinking. And when you look even further into the lineup now, Robbie Fabry, older player now, as far as older than Berggren is. And I think he's 30 years old now. Maybe not. We're going to click on his name. He's 29, so I was off by a year. 29 years old. He's got 448 games played in the National Hockey League. He's had a tough go the last handful of years, to say the least. He's had injuries he's battled. He's never had more than 32 points in a season that I can see here, going back to at least back to 2015, 2016, 37 points there. This is a different reclamation project for me. This is one more that falls into what the Cardinals have done over the last couple of years, is bring back a former player who they know, older guy. If it works, great. If it doesn't, who cares?
Yeah, I feel like right now, though, the Blues, I mean, they need these reclamation projects because they don't have any players. They're all injured.
And the young guys aren't ready.
Yeah, and they're not ready. You could question, like, why are the young players not ready to go? Is there a gap in which those draft classes weren't hitting?
No, they're just too young, Marshy. That's just the bottom line. They're not ready yet. So if you're in a complete rebuild, sometimes you don't care. You throw them in the deep end and let them sink or swim. But you're not. And as much as you might say, oh, we are, or we could be, or we should be, your contracts that you have say differently. The way you're set up from a contract structure with your salary cap number and with your no trade clauses, it shows to me that you're not in a rebuild. And so you need some gap fillers.
Yes, and I think I don't want to put words in Marsh's mouth. I don't know if the reclamation. I think the Cardinals and the Blues, again, like you said, are or were completely different, vastly different in those reclamation projects that they were bringing in. And it is, if your younger players are not ready to fill the void, you don't want to go out and sign players that are going to, I guess, stop or be a blockage for those young players when they are ready to come up. Like Jakub Vrana is a player that when the players that are playing his position are ready, you can easily move on. Now, if he plays his ass off, then you're like, oh, we found something. Struck lightning in the bottle.
Yeah,
we
for the
can
first
continue.
little while, you thought, okay, wow, these guys might be able to help.
But then you realize it's like when players would come in, guys come in and off the street, you're like, man, why is that guy, look at him, man, he look, football players, like, man, why isn't he on the team? He looks the part, and then you get out there and play, you're like, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
And so you kind of learn that with certain players, like, there's a reason why this player has been. Now, it's not always the case. I got cut multiple times, just hadn't found the right fit. But then some guys, you like, it makes sense. So it's a different story for everyone. But when you are in that reclamation project, I think the Cardinals went out and signed Kyle Gibson, and they signed Lance Lynn, and
yeah,
are those?
I wasn't thrilled with that.
Like, are those reclamation projects? Maybe not, but they're not players that you look at as, going to be impactful for years to come. Those are placeholders until the guys that are ready. And unfortunately, under Mo, those players never were really ready in the way that they needed to be. So hopefully they are now. Well,
and that's kind of my point, because there was a gap there where you're like, where is everybody, right? And that's why I brought it up with the Blues. Let's look at 2020, the draft, 2020. Jake Neighbors was your first-round draft pick. That's great. He's with the Blues right now. Matt Kessel was a fifth-round pick. Other than that, nobody out of the 7 picks that they had. Let's see here. Yeah, 7 picks.
Yeah, you got 2 NHLers.
There's 2.
That's good.
The next year, Zach Bolduc, but he's not on the team anymore. There was 4 picks in that draft. Jimmy Snuggerud in 2022. Koskamaki, who had a cup of coffee so far. But, like, out of all these picks, there's only a few players on your team right now.
Look how young they are, Marsh. You go to Lindstein, Stenberg, Juracek, all those guys that are still so young. They're 20 years old, 19 years old, some of them.
No, I understand that. 2019, Nikita Alexandrov, he played a couple games. Colton Ellis, not on the team anymore. There's no one from the 2019 draft that's on your team anymore.
Okay, I understand that, but that's also 6 years ago.
I understand that, but that's kind of my point, where that whole draft, there's nobody, like, there's nobody there that's in the organization anymore. That's why you have to continue.
You were in win now mode in 2019. 2020, you were in win now mode. So the draft picks didn't mean anything to you.
But what happens when you're not in win now mode? Now you're looking for the reclamation projects, because those guys that aren't ready because you just drafted them a couple years ago instead of having that capital, and nobody else hit outside of maybe 1 or 2 per draft.
So the goal is, in my opinion, you win a championship, you're in your championship window. Like, that should be open for the next 2 to 3 years. And you had COVID, which the Blues were playing extremely well, and then you were unable to.
And then you didn't play well the year after that.
So, but when you draft, you're drafting to add to what you already have, and then it went south kind of quickly, and so you're going to move on from those expiring contracts, because you knew you had players that you had drafted, and eventually, that's why we keep saying, is it a rebuild, retool, whatever it is because you were in your championship window. You won a championship, and then it went south really quickly.
It did.
And you had to move on from those players, and you have to be patient. Like, the notion that you don't get players that come up right away and are all-stars. No. Even if they're first-round draft picks, even if they're second-round, whatever, and it doesn't matter the sport. Like, some players take time to actually grow into being good players, no matter what sport it is. And I think we have the notion, you're a first-round, you're a number 5 overall pick, you're supposed to be the outstanding right now. And it's not always that way. So every player, progresses differently. And I think Jordan Walker has fallen under that conversation. Why is he not the best thing that we've seen? Because That's just not where he is yet in his career. Each person, each player is different. You do have some players that come up and are outstanding. J.J. Weatherholt might come up and be in the MVP race. Good for him. But that doesn't
might be if you bring him up at the right time, too. He seems like he's going to be ready, but look at Jordan Walker. Look at Nolan Gorman. Like the Blues and the Cardinals both have their examples. Mm-hmm. And I think what happened here to the Blues is kind of what happened to the Cardinals. Is the Cardinals thought some of their young guys were going to be ready, and they weren't. And so then they panicked and went to older players to come in. I don't consider those guys reclamation projects. I consider them panic buttons. So like when Dakota Hudson and all those guys, that group of pitchers was a big miss. Since then, the Cardinals have been backfilling with whatever the hell they can find to try and piece it together. And for the Blues, they've had their own mistakes, too. Yeah. They have. Like, Kevin Hayes was a big mistake. That one shouldn't have happened. You didn't need to do that. Now, the Kapanens and the Veranas cost you nothing to get those guys. And right now, you thought you were more of a win-now mode? So maybe that's a misjudgment of Army. Maybe it's the players not playing up to expectation. I don't know which one.
But Army, it's the second one. That's what it is.
But Army thought this team would not need that influx of youth that is in Springfield right now and in junior hockey, all those top prospects that will be on this team at some point or will be used to get somebody on this team. The problem is that this team is underperforming now. Yeah. So then you go, well, what the hell do you have? Where's all that talent? Well, they're not ready, but this team was supposed to be ready, and they're not. So that ultimately, that's where the trap door is that surprised everybody. That's kind of where you're at right now. Now, when Snuggie comes back, Holloway, Kyrou, and you have Berggren and Fat, maybe this looks different. Maybe it does.
Well, I mean, where is this team at if you don't get Holloway and Broberg?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
That's kind of my point, though, going back to those other draft classes.
But you didn't draft high enough to get Holloway or Broberg in any of those draft classes.
Well, 100%. But there's other teams that aren't drafting that high that for some reason they just continue to kick the crap out of people and bring up people, and it's like, wow, this guy, he just fits right in.
Like what team though? Because if you go back to the history of that team, I bet they had an extended period of time where they were losing.
I mean, I can think the Dallas Stars.
Well, okay, you're right. The Dallas Stars are a bit of an anomaly. I'll give you that. How they've done it, I don't really know. It's been impressive. Jim Nill, though, one of the most underrated GMs ever. He was an assistant GM in Detroit for God knows how long, and he knew he could be a GM, and now he's proven in Dallas he's exceptional. So you could also look at Don Sweeney in Boston. That team was terrible last year. Yeah, and what they did was a 180 pivot, and they went and picked up every gritty guy that they could, and now they're just kicking the crap out of teams with a physical brand of hockey. But he had to change his entire makeup of the team.
Right. Do you think the Blues need to change their entire makeup of the team?
I think they need to change something, but it's hard to figure out exactly what you need to change when you haven't had a long run of healthy bodies this season. And if you come back with Holloway, Kyrou, Snuggie, if you get all of the guys back, and this continues, then something's got to happen. You got to change the makeup of this team in some way or another. That's just my thought, just my opinion. And the same for the Cardinals. If they're going to start trying to piece this together and get to be a team that can be competitive in the next couple of years, they're going to have to do something to the same nature.
And I think they are right now.
I think Hein Bloom's really trying.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. So, all right, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. It is 3:33. Your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers. Sports Six-Pack coming up here. We're going to get two of them in. So get your questions at 314-399-9646. Sports Six-Pack next, right here.
Cheap, fun.
Let's get dirty. Only a couple of days here till Christmas and the holiday season for everyone out there. We love holiday season. It's a great time to get together with friends and family, and it's a great time to enjoy beverages. And my friends over at Dirt Cheap, they've got whatever you need. In fact, I will be stopping there on the way home tonight. I got on the Dirt Cheap app, which is simple. Just download that thing. And I've already placed an order for pickup. When I get to Dirt Cheap, they'll have that ready for me in a box behind the counter. Walk up, pay, and off you go. You are done. That's how simple it is. You can also have things delivered, too, using the Dirt Cheap app. And let's not forget that they've got great deals on there, and they got great deals inside. You walk around, check things out, whether it's the little airplane bottles, wine this time of year, very popular champagne. We know that the New Year's right around the corner. If you're looking at beer, they've got all your favorite beers, including Zwickle Light, the new one from Urban Chestnut. So drop by any location, pick those up today. You'll absolutely love the prices over at Dirt Cheap, and you'll love the product. I do, and that's the only place where I buy all of my party favors. You can also get more information on everything I just talked about by visiting cheapcheapfunfun.com. That's cheapcheapfunfun.com. Whatever your tastes, you will find it at Dirt Cheap. Order ahead with that Dirt Cheap app, and remember to have fun, but please be careful out there.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. Blues fall to the Lightning by a final score of 4-1. We'll take a little break. Tomorrow we'll have some college football for you. Hawaii, California. Pregame starts at 6:30. Kickoff will be at 7. We'll also have some NFL action for you on Christmas Day. Commanders and Cowboys. Pregame starts at 11:30. Kickoff is at noon. Vikings and Lions at 3:30. And then Chiefs Broncos kickoff at 7:15. Coming up next, we'll have our Sports Six-Pack, so get your questions in to the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Part 1 of the Six-Pack is next. I'm Andrew Marsh. This Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at Londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
It's a Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh, Sports Six-Pack. Marshy.
Question number 1.
All right, from the 314, what is the wildest scenario you could see Doug Armstrong doing this season in terms of trades leaving the Blues? Not necessarily the return, deepest cut scenario from roster players. What's it look like?
What was that? I was reading something. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was for me. I thought Carey would listen. What do you got for me, Marshy? Sorry, it's one day before the break.
What's the wildest scenario that you could see Doug Armstrong doing this season in terms of trade? We don't need to talk about a return, but maybe who would be exiting the roster? Wild scenarios.
Wild, yeah.
Minnesota?
No, I don't think they're going to deal with you. Although you never know. I don't think Kyrou or Thomas or Buchnevich would waive their no trade. So as wild as one of those would be to move on from, I think you get a roadblock there. Depending on the situation, like who knows? Like maybe if it's a Robert Thomas to the Toronto Maple Leafs for player X, Y, or Z, maybe he wants to go play in Toronto. Never know.
Here's a question. I was just thinking about this.
Yep.
What would so we know that Quinn Hughes was just traded to the Minnesota Wild.
Mm-hmm.
What would, if the Blues were to have done that, what would that trade look like? If you want to compare, so like Zeev Buium, who is the comparable there for the Blues?
Philip Broberg.
Okay.
You'd have to go Broberg.
Who was the Blues' Marco Rossi?
Yeah, I'd say Dalibor Dvorsky, but it's not because Rossi's got a way more proven track record in the NHL. Maybe a Dylan Holloway. Say Dylan Holloway, Broberg, and a first-round pick.
Would you do it?
I don't know. It's a lot because I don't know what Philip Broberg can become.
Can he become Quinn Hughes?
I don't know. He's looking pretty damn good. You see him last night ski through the whole team. Had a breakaway at one point.
Yeah.
So do I think he'll be able to dominate the game as much as Quinn Hughes? Probably not, but then what? So Quinn Hughes comes back over here. Who's he playing with? Because now you've gotten rid of two of your best young players to get him and a first-round pick, which we were just talking about, how the cupboards,
right.
You need to keep stacking the cupboards full of stuff. I think that's how some teams end up in terrible situations. Now, the Wild had been looking to move on from Marco Rossi for a while. In fact, even before they signed him to as a contract extension, they were floating his name out there. And as far as Buium is concerned, I think the Wild just looked at a situation where Buium could also end up being almost as good as Quinn Hughes. Almost. And I say that cautionary. But the Wild want to win now. Kaprizov's in his prime. You got a lot of guys that are in their prime. Brock Faber's right there. Like, you've got a good team, and you add Quinn Hughes, and you look different.
Well, and you run the risk of him leaving.
You do. 2 years from now, he could be gone.
Yeah.
Totally.
I don't know why. If he came to St. Louis, I don't know why you would free Zoo.
Toasted Ravs.
Toasted Ravs.
Love those, right? Emo's Pizza, Carey?
Oh, that's awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
You got to go to the right one, though. That's a weird thing. Yeah, go to the right emos. It's not
What?
It's a chain.
It's really not.
What?
Like, you gotta go to the.
Do they not cut it square everywhere?
No, they cut it. They cut it square, but the taste, certain emos in comparison to other emos, it's just a little different. Just saying.
I've never gotten that feel.
I don't.
Never?
I feel
No.
like the Provel
Really?
is the Provel.
Maybe the crispiness of the pizza. Maybe it's cooked a little too long or not long enough.
no, sometimes the
Typically, it's
sauce-
just right though.
I admit sometimes the sauce is better at other places than it is at some other ones. So
Okay.
some places have no. Hard to explain. I've had some really good emos, and I've had some. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Okay. Must be
Okay.
a personal thing.
It must be, yeah.
It might be.
It's noted. Okay.
Keep track of it. Yeah, keep track of the good ones and the bad ones. I won't.
You know what? I
won't
know
put
what
it out
it is. Maybe it's colder because the guy who is delivering the pizza actually called Carey 30 minutes before Carey actually opened the door.
He texted him. Says,
Hey, your pizza's here.
your hot pizza's here.
Yeah.
And then
Crickets.
Carey
Crickets.
didn't. Yeah, he didn't answer it
No, he
until
was
about
running.
30 minutes later.
There's running.
I was busy. I was outside running,
All that
man.
saliva you're building up from running,
running.
you know, just tastes different.
Carey?
You know?
You know, she'd answer.
Sometimes you gotta get your life together, man. I'm sorry.
Why are you looking at me?
Question number 2.
All right, this is an interesting statement
Oh.
that I'm going to read. It's another Blues question/statement, but it's something that Carey brought up a while ago. And why don't we revisit it? From the 618, trade Robert Thomas for a haul and rebuild. He isn't a number one center, but will bring back a great return. Carey, that's something that you brought up
I didn't
a
text that
month
in.
or so ago.
But I do think I didn't take it in. I do think that
Clearly.
he would be the only one. I mean, maybe Jordan Kyrou, but you know, you need. I think Robert Thomas, if you were to trade, and I'm not trading anyone because I don't have the power to do so. But if you could find a partner that was willing, and Robert Thomas was willing, and all parties were eager to do so, you know, maybe that would be the one person that you could get something in return. I don't think Pavel Buchnevich is playing well enough for you to get something. We often talk about, well, trade him. Yeah, if you're not playing well for the team you're currently on, other teams aren't eager to sign you. Like, that's not how it's not Madden, where you can just
Force
the trade any kind of way you want to, and I get a haul and you get nothing in return. So you have to have a partner that is willing to do the trade with you. And, you know, I do think, though, I will say this, and Jamie, we talked about this, Monty ain't going nowhere. And so if you are looking at this roster and you're saying, okay, Craig Berube was a hell of a coach, Stanley Cup champion. We moved on from him. We brought in Drew Bannister because we thought maybe the young mind could hook up with some of these young players and really that didn't work either. And now you're on Monty and you're saying, well, damn, this coach, he can't get the most out of them either. It ain't the coach. It is not the coach at some point. It is the players, and they have to look in the mirror and figure out where. But the bad part is they have a no trade clause. So if they don't want to go anywhere, it's gonna be misery. Because I don't know why Doug Armstrong would fire another coach. And what coach
not
would
right now.
be eager to come here knowing that this is the scenario? A coach that has, you know, the cachet, the experience, the background of a Jim Montgomery. So you're going to be getting a coach that, you know, is like, no offense to Drew Bannister, but a younger coach, maybe not as experienced. And what are you doing then? So, yeah, it's not the coach. You're going to have to move in a different direction, even though you can't.
All right, keep your questions coming in. We're going to go to a break here, but the six-pack will continue. 314-399-9646. More coming up on 101 ESPN.
to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
All right, we're back here. Second part of the Sports Six-Pack. Here in the Fast Lane, Kerry Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. Marshy, what do we got?
Question number 3.
All right, gentlemen. The 618 wants to know, did I miss the bragging rights discussion?
You did not. I mean, listen, they tried to.
Is there a discussion?
No, it's not. I mean,
It really wasn't even a game.
It was lopsided, man. It was
terrible.
Well, no, depending on who you're rooting for, Jamie, it
It really wasn't a good game.
No, it was a good game. It was pure domination, as it should be. Dominate faces is what we did last night, and I'm so glad that 618. I appreciate you texting that in because
That's weird. That a 618 would
I mean, it is what it is. I often hear about this Mizzou go Tiger, Tiger all damn day, right?
What's wrong? What?
I hear it. No, it's the same Tiger. It's in my head when I hear Tigers.
I know.
I hear go Tiger.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear any of that yesterday, man. That 91-48. I mean, come on, man. Did you even try, Tigers? And I will say this to all of those Mizzou fans that text in every single damn day. I was thoroughly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, thoroughly disappointed in the attendance last night for the bragging rights. Maybe you all knew you were going to get the hell beat out of you, so you didn't show up. But the attendance, I used to go to the bragging rights games back in the early 2000s and mid-2000s, and it would literally be half and half. It'd be orange and blue on one side, black and gold on the other side. You wouldn't see any orange jerseys sprinkled in, any orange shirts sprinkled in the black and gold. You wouldn't see any black shirts sprinkled into the orange and blue. I mean, last night, Jamie, I thought it was an Illini game. I thought it was an Illini home game, brother. It was so much orange on the black and gold side. It was disappointing, thoroughly disappointed in you Mizzou fans that text in every damn day talking about, go Tigers, go Tigers. No. Go home, Tigers. That's what they did. They got their ass on that bus and rode back to Columbia last night. Go home, Tiger. Went your ass home after getting the dog bleep kicked out of y'all. Man, it was ridiculous.
I do have to say that last night when we were out doing the Zwickle Light Bar Crawl with Urban Chestnut, we hit a few different bars and a lot of Mizzou people.
Were they coming in there drinking?
We're already there.
Yeah, they were there early, weren't they?
The game was not even over. And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure to watch the game. Like, no, we were at the game.
Yeah, they got out of there, man. It was. I saw Tim McKernan, his lovely wife, and his family, his boys. They were there, decked out in their black and gold.
Crying.
Nah, they weren't. But Tim, you got to talk to him. He might have found a solution. He thinks he did, but I'll let him tell
Tim's
it.
Going to play?
Nah, he could have helped. I mean, anything could have helped.
I don't know.
It didn't matter, Jamie. Okay. The only thing that would have helped the Tigers last night is if the NCAA would have allowed a rule to let them play 6 people on the court last night. That's the only way.
I don't even know if that would have helped.
That's the only if they'd have had a power play, down there.
I don't know. Still think it could have been an Illinois
Man, them
win.
Tigers were terrible last night. I'm sorry to the young men. I'm sure they work hard. Coach Dennis Gates, great guy. This is not for you all, so don't turn it off. Don't listen to it. This is for all these damn texters that text into me every damn day about the Missouri Tigers, and I'm sick of it. You guys stunk last night. Now, you don't live rent-free in my head. That's for sure, 573. That was a terrible showing, and y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You all did win the what do they call it? The Liberty Pose, where they hold the cheerleaders up. They put both of the teams, the cheerleaders, they hold a cheerleader up, and the last one standing wins. It's
How
a
big
great.
are the cheerleaders?
They're normal size.
Do they have to be the same weight?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a weight class.
But
it's fun.
If you found
right?
one that was substantially smaller, I feel like that's an advantage.
They won. Mizzou won. Tip your cap to
How
them.
big was the cheerleader?
I don't know. I didn't
I just want to know if it was a fair fight.
It was a fair fight. It was a fair fight on both sides. They did have 6, and we had 5. Probably should have tried that on the court, like I said, but not happening.
Maybe the cheerleader should play.
Maybe. Oh man, that was terrible.
Marshall,
don't text me about this Missouri Tigers.
I got
stuff.
one for Carey. Hit the
Question number 4.
With Anthony Beck gone as the Battlehawks head coach, would Carey Davis ever consider throwing his name in the hat?
I would love that. Would actually be really cool to do that. I don't know where they're going. Stully, you can call me. I'm listening.
I don't know if Stully picks the head coach.
No, he would. He knows who to talk to.
Okay. I love Stully, but I just don't know if he's picking that.
Yeah,
coach.
he's probably not, but he knows who to talk to. But no, I think that would be a really cool thing. Anthony Beck was able to do it as also.
You should just call Anthony.
And maybe, but also at the same time, when the season was over, still doing his. I believe he works for the Jets for their broadcast, does the radio, and some collegiate and other NFL games. I think throughout the season. Yeah, it would be really cool. I mean, I don't know if they're going to give me a call. If they do, I'll let you all know.
But would you put your name in the hat, or do you wait for them to call? Because I feel like if they're waiting for them to call, they probably have a lot of people already calling them.
I haven't reached out. I just saw the news today. Saw the release from the Battlehawks thanking Anthony for his time and all the work that he did. He did a fantastic job of leading that organization and bringing energy down to the dome when they play their games. But yeah, I mean, I haven't reached out yet. Maybe I should get my resume dusted off. Let them know, what I got going on.
Carey.
You never know. It would be cool, though.
Maybe
you all would miss me. You trying to get me out of here?
Not at all.
No, okay.
Maybe they text you. You just haven't checked it yet.
Oh, yeah, maybe. You know what? I'll check that text message. Yeah, I'll check it.
All right, that's Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. Gauntlet next. We do need a contestant. So text in 314-399-9646. Gauntlet next.
Hey, Missouri, if you haven't heard by now, FanDuel Sportsbook is live in the Show Me State. And they're kicking things off with an offer that's tough to beat. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. Whether it's football, basketball, hockey, or more, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. So download FanDuel today or head to FanDuel.com/Missouri and join the excitement. And you can get in on the excitement tonight. Maybe you like the Lakers over the Suns. Maybe you want to take them on the money line. LeBron James to go over in points, rebounds, or assists. You choose. You can do it all because Missouri, it's time to play your game with FanDuel. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
It's time for the Gauntlet here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We go out and we talk to our guy, John. John, how we doing today, bud?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good here. Out in the backyard, doing work in the yard. It's awesome.
Boy, it's beautiful weather out, too. Not too cold. Perfect day to get things done, isn't it?
Yes, it is, sir.
All right, John. Well, you've got your pick of Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, or myself today. Who would you like to play against?
You know what? I lost to Carey once, so let's try Carey again.
Carey Davis.
Good luck, John.
Also, real quick, I've been on before. My nickname is Scuba. Everybody knows me as Scuba. So,
all right,
just so
Scuba.
people listening. Okay, let's do this.
All right, Carey's going to head out of here to the Cone of Silence. Scuba, you're going to need to tell Marshy to spin that wheel, please.
Spin that wheel, Marshy.
All right, what happened last time with Carey? What was the category? Do you remember?
Well, actually, it was on that other show. The fight in the morning.
Okay.
He was sitting in, so
okay.
I lost in a tiebreaker to him.
Well, if you had your choice of categories that you'd like to compete against Carey with, what would your number one be?
I think it would be random.
Okay, well, you didn't get random, Scuba. You got hockey.
Okay, well, let's do that.
All right, there's going to be 4 questions, each of them worth 2 points. If you use the options, they are only worth 1 point. Of course, if you get it wrong, it's 0 points. If we're tied after 4 questions, we'll have a tiebreaker, and we'll get a winner here. John, are you ready?
Sounds good.
Here we go. Question number 1. The Detroit Red Wings currently lead the Atlantic Division. The last time Detroit won their division was in the 2010-2011 season, when which player led the team in goals?
Oh, boy. What years?
2010 and 2011. That season.
Wow. I'm going to need the options on that.
Sure. Was it Henrik Zetterberg, Pavel Datsyuk, or Johan Franzen?
I'll take option number 1. I can't even pronounce the name.
Henrik Zetterberg?
Yes.
Final answer?
Yes, sir. Final answer.
Thank you.
Question number 2. Henrik Zetterberg played his entire career in Detroit. What number did he wear all 15 years?
I'll have to go with the options again.
Options are 40, 30, or 20.
Wow. I'm going to go with 20. Final answer.
Question 3. Who was the last Blues defenseman to wear number 20?
Oh, boy. Well, I'm going to have to go with the options again. I just can't draw anything.
Was it Callie Rosen, Zbynek Mikhailuk, or Jamie Rivers?
Wow. I don't think it was Jamie, because I think I know your number, and it wasn't that. Let's go with option 2.
Zbynek Mikhailuk?
I guess. I don't even know that name.
All right, final answer?
That's not a real player.
Yeah.
Final answer, yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
All right, question number 4. Zbynek Mikhailuk played the majority of his career with which team?
Oh, boy. I'm just option city today, so let's just keep going with the options.
Options are the Phoenix Coyotes, the Minnesota Wild, or the Pittsburgh Penguins.
I'm going to say Minnesota. Final answer.
All right. Let's get Carey Davis back in here. Scuba, how we feeling?
Well, we're feeling like I hope my guesses were good, because they were all guesses, to be honest with you.
All right. We got Carey coming back here singing.
Yeah.
Carey, what are you singing, bud?
Little Run DMC.
Which one?
It's Christmas time in Hollis.
Oh, that's a good one. Mike, was Mike Ryder playing that for you?
Yeah.
That is a very good song. Very good song. All right, Carey.
What we got?
As you know, this is a revenge tour for Scuba.
Yeah, man.
And you've got hockey.
I love hockey.
You better pack a lunch.
Oh, man, I better.
You ready?
Nope.
You're going to love these questions.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Not ready or not.
Here I come.
Here we go.
All right.
The Detroit Red Wings currently lead the Atlantic Division. The last time Detroit won their division was in the 2010-2011 season, when which player led the team in goals?
Options.
Okay. Was it Henrik Zetterberg, Pavel Datsyuk, or Johan Franzen?
Let's go Pavel Datsyuk. Final answer. Although I felt like, okay. Too late now.
Yep.
Question.
It's a little late now.
Question number 2. Henrik Zetterberg played his entire career in Detroit. What number did he wear all 15 years?
56. I don't know. Options.
Is it 40, 30, or 20?
Not the number I said, huh? 50. Sorry.
Options are 40, 30, or 20.
Let's go 20. Seems like a 20. Final answer.
Who was the last Blues defenseman to wear number 20?
I might be able to get this with the options. But now I feel like I got the previous question correct. Maybe. Might be reaching. Options.
Was it Callie Rosen, Zbynek Mikhailuk, or Jamie Rivers?
Oh, Jamie wasn't number 20. Were you? You're not going to tell me, are you? Was it Callie? Who was the second one?
Zbynek Mikhailuk.
That's not even a real person. Give me A. Callie Rosen. Final answer.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, question number 4. Zbynek Mikhailuk played the majority of his career with which team?
He's a real person.
Yep, he is.
Oh,
He
man.
was my defense partner.
Really?
At one point.
Jeez. Options.
Options are the Phoenix Coyotes, the Minnesota Wild, or the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Say his name again.
Zbynek Mikhailuk.
Mikhailuk, you say. And it's the Coyotes.
Wild or Penguins?
Let's go Penguins. Final answer.
All right, let's go over this.
This is a good one.
This is a
Is
barn
it?
burner.
We all got zero.
I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Okay, let's start with the last. Should we just run it straight down?
Just run straight down.
I think you should. Yeah.
Because, it all
You
kind
know,
of,
yeah.
yes. Yeah. It'll make sense.
There's a
is
synergy
terrible.
to it.
Yeah, synergy hockey
By the way,
skills.
hockey summer camps were released yesterday, synergyhockeyskills.com.
man.
The Detroit Red Wings currently lead the Atlantic Division. The last time Detroit won their division was in the 2010-2011 season, when which player led that team in goals? With the options, Scuba said Henrik Zetterberg. With the options, Carey Davis said Pavel Datsyuk. Answer is
Carey wants players that go to the front of the net.
Yeah, he
This
does.
guy absolutely did that. Johan Franzen is the correct answer.
Hans and Franz.
Nicknamed the Mule.
Oh,
'Cause
man.
they had a huge ass on him. All right, 0-0 after 1. Question 2. Henrik Zetterberg played his entire career in Detroit. What number did he wear all 15 years? Scuba, options, said 20. Carey, options, said 20. Answer is...
It is 20 times 2. 40.
Damn it, man.
40.
Score check.
Yeah, score check, Marshy.
0-0.
What are we doing here?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Who was the last Blues defenseman to wear number 20? John said Zbynek Mikhailuk with the options. Carey said Zbynek Mikhailuk, that's not a player.
It's not a real person.
That's not a real person. Give me that Callie Rosen. Answer is...
Well, this player wore number 6 in his first stint as a St.
my
Louis
God.
Blue. And then he wore number
No way.
20, Jamie Rivers.
Damn it, man.
Sitting right beside
Oh,
you,
my God.
bro.
Jamie Berry.
Yep. Oh, shame on you.
was 6.
I remember you talking about that one day when we were talking about somebody else who had changed numbers.
Yeah, I said 20 should be retired.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, score check, Marshy.
0-0. Comes down to this.
Boy.
And then this
We're
one
killing
here.
it.
This one here, I will say something when we're done. Zbynek Mikhailuk played the majority of his career with which team? John Scuba took the option, said the Minnesota Wild. Carey also took the option, said the Pittsburgh Penguins. Marshy,
Oh, boy.
answer is
Well, of course. It's the Phoenix Coyotes.
Oh, my God.
I almost gave Carey the answer, by the way.
You said he was your teammate.
I said at one point he was my defense partner. If Carey paid attention to that clue,
Yeah.
I didn't think.
I never played for the Wild or the Penguins.
Oh, my
But that
God.
doesn't mean he didn't.
But it would have been Phoenix Coyotes, too.
Well, he
Doesn't
played
mean-
on like 15 different teams,
I know,
Jamie.
and he did play for both of those other teams.
Yeah, I didn't know which
too.
one
Some
was
say his greatest hockey was in Phoenix with me.
with
though.
you. Okay.
Well, question number 3 alludes that he was with the Blues and maybe played as your
That's what
defense partner
that's-
with the Blues.
Good.
That's what I was.
You're right.
Yeah. I assumed he was
so
your
we have a
defense partner here.
final score right now of 0-0.
That's a defensive struggle.
Okay. All right, so here's
Killing
how,
it, Carey. Killing it.
Yeah.
John, Scuba, here's how it's going to
Yes,
work.
sir.
We're going to ask Carey and you the question at the same time. Do not answer. Carey will write down his answer. But when Carey does get his answer locked in, we need one right away from you so that nobody thinks you're cheating.
Okay.
Closest to the pin will win today. Gentlemen, here we go. How many games did Henrik Zetterberg play in his career?
All right. Hold on.
Oh,
I
boy,
gotta do
here
math.
goes Carey. He's got his socks off now, too, and his shoes. Okay, we got an answer. Scuba.
I'm going to go with 1,125.
Okay, we don't need a calculator for this one. So the question is, how many games did Henrik Zetterberg play in his career? And Scuba, you said 1,125.
Yes.
Carey Davis, what did you say?
1,087.
After scribbling like a caveman feverishly
I had to do my math,
on his
man.
piece of paper.
I gotta do my math.
We were close on those numbers.
Scuba.
But yes, sir.
You have chosen poorly.
The actual answer, Marshy.
1,082.
82. Carey Davis,
Whoa.
the Showcase Showdown winner.
Did the math, man.
He did some
15
crazy
times
math here,
82.
Scuba.
Get me, yeah.
Well, I did some math, too. I
You were-
I just did some bad math.
No, you
you're
weren't far
close as well.
off. 1125 is really close, man. You did. Apart from the rest of the gauntlet, that answer was really good.
both of us.
I just went 80 times 10, and he probably played a few more years or something like that. I don't know. Well, hey, guys, thank you. It was a good time. Carey, I'm 0-2 against you, buddy, but I'm coming back.
All right, Scuba.
there you go.
Appreciate it.
All right, Scuba, have yourself a great holiday. Merry Christmas. All the good things to you, okay?
Thanks, guys. Great show.
All right, thank you, sir, very much. Carey, good job, buddy. Good job.
Man,
that was a barn
good
burner for
math
sure.
real quick.
All right, coming up next, we're going to do Bet the Board. We're going to squeeze that in here, right here on 101 ESPN. All right, we are joined by our guy Stewie today out on the hotline. And Stewie, when it comes to buying a new house, what should we know?
Jamie, this is an issue that comes up all the time. How do I go ahead and buy a new house before selling the old house? Well, there's an easy solution. You buy the new house, you put 5% down that you have to put down. You can borrow that money against a 401k. You can get it gifted, or maybe you got it saved. 5% down. Then later on, when you sell the house, you can take the money, put it against the loan, and for a small fee, $150, they'll drop the PMI if you're under 80%, and they'll give you a new payment based on the lower loan amount. It's called a recast. It's a great tool to use if you're going and bidding on a house to not put a contingency on the sale of the old house.
I love it. That's just great advice. You don't get that everywhere. Look, Stewie's our guy, man. We trust him with everything. He needs to be your guy, too. Even if you're dealing with somebody else, call Stewie, get a second opinion. You'd be surprised at what Stewie can come up with, but you got to call him or text him. His cell phone number is 314-324-4440. Again, that's 314-324-4440. Call him, text him, or you can always Google the bagel loan. And Stewie, I want you to have a great holiday, my friend. Please relax and enjoy your family.
Happy holidays, Jamie, to you and everybody out there.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that very much. That's our guy, Stewie.
NMLS number 226715.
Time for Bet the Board here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.com. Standings, please. Marshy, results, all that good stuff.
All right, Jamie, you have 10 points.
Damn.
Anthony has 9. Carey and I have 8.
Well, I missed last night. Carey got his. All right, let's see here. How about give me, I don't know, a first period over. I know it's hard to believe. Give me the first period over in the Dallas Stars Detroit Red Wings game. It's at minus 130.
Anthony gave his pick, correct?
Yes.
Did we get it?
He actually did send his pick before the show started. He is going with UNLV, Ohio, the over. It's 64.5 when he texted in, so we may need to double check that. I'll do that right now. UNLV, Ohio, the over is at 65.5 right now. So
it went up a point.
Let me see if we can get him at an alternate total. Alternate total of 64.5 would be at minus 124 compared to the over of 65.5 being at minus 102. So we'll give him the 64.5.
All right. That's fine. Whatever you want to do, Marshy, you do it. Nice.
That didn't sound very nice.
No, I'm saying whatever you
Marshy,
want.
did that feel good for you?
No, I'm saying he did. He's doing the right thing, I think.
But now he follows up with I think.
I think. You know for sure?
I don't know anything for sure.
Clearly.
But I don't just go like mocking Marshy.
I wasn't mocking him. I was just saying, good job.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe not.
You're real,
Steaming pile.
You are. Telling you what. It's time for something else right now.
I'm going to take, I don't want it, but I'm going to do it. Give me Javonte Williams over 20.5 rushing yards in the first half on Thursday.
How many was that?
20.5.
All right, I am also looking at that game, and I'm looking at the spread, Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. I'm going to go with an alternate spread.
Oh, here we go.
Of course.
Carey better double check this one.
Yeah, let me check it.
Minus 5.5.
He does this all the time. Knows we won't check.
Spread game. Where do you go? Popular game lines. What are we looking at here?
It's at game lines, alternate spread, Dallas Cowboys minus 5.5 Yeah,
that's at 142.
There we go.
All right.
Because he knows I won't check. I don't know where to go. So he does this all the time. Gotta watch him. Cagey. Young man. Cagey. All right, that's Bet the Board here. We are going to have head coach Jim Montgomery join us here in a matter of minutes. So please stay tuned. Coach Jim Montgomery of your St. Louis Blues coming up next here on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Blues took on the Tampa Bay Lightning last night and fell to the Lightning by a final score of 4-1. We'll dive into that game. We'll also talk about your St. Louis Blues, everything that surrounds your favorite team right here in St. Louis with Blues head coach Jim Montgomery. Head coach of the Blues coming your way next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
We're talking puck with the head coach of your St. Louis Blues, Jim Montgomery. Coach Monty is presented by Fisher Window and Door Store, offering quality American-made Marvin windows and doors. Visit their showrooms in Brentwood and East Alton, Illinois.
Welcome back here to the Fast Lane, 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, myself, Jamie Rivers. We head out to the phone lines, talk to our guy, head coach of the Blues, Jim Montgomery. Monty, how you doing, bud?
Revs, I've had a pretty successful day. Went with my youngest daughter at the mall. Got gifts for certain people that she had not gotten gifts for yet in the family.
You know what, Monty? What's funny is I just got a phone call in the break from my son, who's 22, much older than I believe your daughter is. And he also asked Dad for some money to get last-minute gifts that he's forgotten to get as well. So I guess this parenting thing just never ends, does it?
Never does, and I think it's a real male thing. You know, I didn't see. In the mall, I saw a lot of dads, not a lot of moms.
Yeah, they had their shopping done like a month and a half ago, for sure.
Yep.
All right, Coach, we had a controversial question here the other day in the Fast Lane. Has nothing to do with hockey, by the way. So, and I wanted to get your take on this because I got dogged on for this, but I dug my heels in and I will continue to dig my heels in. For you, what, as far as Christmas movies are concerned, what do you think is an overrated Christmas movie?
Wow, overrated.
Overrated. Everybody always alludes to it, but just like, yeah, if you see it, so what? If you don't, so what?
Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, Coach, is A Christmas Story overrated to you?
I can't say it's overrated, but I would understand. Now, some people said Christmas Vacation was overrated. I'm ready to drop the glove.
Yeah. Instant bar brawl at that point. I agree. I said Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I mean, once you see the lamp with the leg one time, the tongue stuck to the thing, I'm like, I'm good. You don't have to run it for 24 hours. I'm just saying.
I do agree with that. Like, it's not Dumb and Dumber where you watch it 50 times.
Coach, I want to know about this. You go into the mall. Do you get stopped? Do people like bother you, or
do they offer to buy your presents for you?
Are they there? Are you are people walking up to you and asking you questions while you're in the mall with your family?
No, today I was no one came up to me today.
Do you have like a hat and glasses on?
Do you have a mustache and glasses?
No, when I walked by, you did hear a couple of boos.
Coach, we didn't want to. We weren't really going to talk hockey unless you forced us to. But we did have Oliver Marmol on yesterday, and he mentioned how he gets kind of hate mail and booed and things of that nature. I think it just comes with the job, right?
Oh, I'm kidding. Listen, St. Louis fans are unbelievable. And Blues fans, I can't speak for Cardinals fans or Rams fans of the past, but I know our Blues fans are loyal. They show up, they cheer, and when they don't see hard work, then they're going to boo you. Yeah. And you know what? I think that's just right. The very least you should ask for is to see a team compete for you in your town.
Yeah, I agree, Coach. I do. And look, I think that, following the Florida game, you had talked openly with the media, and we got a little behind-the-scenes look at your locker room chat with the guys. And, he said you've been very encouraged by their effort and their details and their habits in the last handful of games leading up to the Tampa game. What have you seen from your group? I mean, you guys are riddled with injuries right now. You're patching the holes the best you can with players that you've got, but you seem to have been pretty happy with the effort.
You know what? I think we have been improving not only our effort, but our habits and details. I don't think they were up to snuff in Tampa. Excuse me.
Bless you, Coach.
I don't think they were up to snuff when we were in Tampa. But Tampa was playing at a higher level. They got this. I'm not a huge analytics guy, but they do tell you a story, and they got the second best analytics behind Colorado where it matters more in expected goals for and against. And we saw that. And you know what? That's the analytics. The real part is they play fast, they play hard, they hang on the pucks, they compete. Second and third effort is above where we're at, and we have to get there if we want to push to make the playoffs. And that's our goal.
Coach, how do you, when you converse with Jordan Binnington about the game last night, a couple of tough bounces, pucks going off of teammates' skates and legs and tips in, how do you convince him or have conversation with him that things are going to break the right way at some point for him?
Well, the great thing about Jordan is he's so tough-minded. He realizes, that 3 goals, 2 are deflections, 1 goes off, like you said, our shin pads into the net. Those go in if they go on net, they go in at like a 40% rate. So if you're saving 60% of those, you're doing your job. So we got to do a better job of controlling sticks like we did in Florida. And we got to get to a level where that's the expectation that we have every night. That's how we're going to defend.
Coach, Jonathan Berggren comes in from the Red Wings, waiver wire pickup, and we talk about patching the holes and whatnot. And it's no disrespect to the players. I mean, it's just, it's a team in Detroit that was waiving him, and you guys picked him up. He seems to have fit in really well with the group so far. What is it about his style of play that has made it relatively seamless for him?
His hockey sense is really good. Sees the ice really well. He's made a couple of moves, one-on-ones, one yesterday, where he almost split the D. And then he did the between the legs, and I think it was in Florida. No, it was at home, our last home game, last home win, where he went through the legs coming down his offside, And those are, when you have that kind of confidence, that just shows that, you have an offensive mind, and he adds a little bit more offensive capabilities to our group.
Coach, talk to me about Justin Falk. He's leading the team, tied for the team lead in goals and second in points scored. What are you seeing from him, just his ability to get the pucks on net and score?
Well, it's just, Justin Falk knows who he is. He knows he's a shot-first player. He knows he has a weapon in his shot, and he plays to that strength offensively. And yesterday I thought, that he was our best player by far. He was moving pucks, jumping in the holes. He was very noticeable about how he wanted to impact the game. And I feel he's had that attitude all year this year. And that's why he's having a season where it looks like, if you double his totals, he's going to have over 20 goals because he already has 10 before we hit 41 games.
Coach, if we can just maybe dive behind the curtain a little bit here. There's some guys that have been skating. Looks like you might get some healthy bodies back. Anything you can share with us that maybe following the break, will we see anybody immediately or close thereafter?
Yeah, I think some guys got to get cleared medically, but I do think we have a couple of guys that are potentially back on the 27th and for sure by the 29th.
Coach, what are your plans for this time that you all have off? You're going to hang out with your family, obviously Christmas here in a couple of days. Just hanging with the family and relaxing and getting away from it all?
Yes, and I'm going to enjoy Christmas spirit. This is my favorite time of year. I love the thought of generosity and giving to your loved ones and friends, and also just the peace of Christmas. It just spiritually it connects with me.
Coach, I got one last question for you, and it involves text messaging. We had a conversation. Nah, Coach, just
do it while you drive.
No,
do not,
you're right, but you should
don't
probably
do it.
answer your texts,
Now,
right?
Coach, if you have a friend or a coworker that doesn't respond to a text, and you have this elaborate plan that involves everyone, and you need everyone to respond, are you going to go on with the elaborate plan if all parties don't respond and say that they're in on said elaborate plan?
I do not move forward. You either come on, if you're on an elaborate plan and you're in that circle, you got to respond.
You have to respond, Carey? But if you don't get the response, the plan is off. We don't go forward with this elaborate plan unless we get all parties to agree. And thank you, Coach. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
People, they should know, right? If you have non-foxhole people, inner circle people in your text thread, well, that's your fault.
Yeah. So, Monty, let me dig a little deeper here. What if, I don't know, someone texted the group 48 hours before they needed this plan completed? There were several texts and then had a physical phone call with said individual. Do you think it'd be safe to maybe move ahead with the plan after that verbal confirmation?
I would think it's safe to
If you haven't figured out, Carey and I are beefing. Hey, Coach, listen, man, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to have a great break with your family. Please enjoy all of your time that you can. And then, obviously, I know you guys are going to be ready to go after Christmas. And, Christmas is a great time of year for taking care of people you love. So go do that for us, will you?
Cheers, you too, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Coach. Thanks for coming on.
All right.
As Blues head coach Jim Montgomery, so kind to join us there, and Monty gets it. That's all I got to say. Coming up next, how much do things change for the Cardinals if Jordan Walker is unlocked in 2026? Man, I can't wait to hear Carey talk about this on 101 ESPN. Elevate your performance with my friends over at Pure Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications. I mean, they are the best in the business. And right now, get ahead of things. Month of January, if you purchase a leveling kit, wheels and tires, they will install it all for free. That is a January promo only, so get ahead of it. Check things out over at Pure Performance. They've got a 25,000 square foot facility, and it's like a toy store. So many amazing things for whatever vehicle that you're driving. You'll find something that you love. And if it's tires you're looking for, no matter what the tire is, if it's off-road, oversized, great, they've got those. But they carry every other tire out on the road today. So make sure your vehicle is safe. Stop by the facility right off of Cave Springs Boulevard. Get inside, ask for Shelby or Paul. Tell them that Jamie Rivers sent you in. They're going to make sure they take great care of you. Check your tires out, and then whatever accessories you're looking to add, they're going to take great care of you there as well. So please get there in person. If not, get there online. Visit pureperformance.com. That's pure, P-U-R, performance.com. and Fastlane here on 101 ESPN. How much do things change for the Cardinals if Jordan Walker, Carey's client, is unlocked?
Yeah.
2026.
I do represent Jordan, in all things Cardinal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
rooting for the young man.
Got a lot of upside in this young man. And Ollie Marmol, we had him on yesterday. Man, what a great talk we had with Ollie.
It was fun. We had a great conversation.
Yeah, it was awesome. We talked about young players and the development, leadership, all of these things and how it's different for everybody. We asked him about Jordan Walker. Here's what Ollie had to say.
It hasn't gone his way. We've asked a lot of this guy. We really have. You think about, man, he changed positions and had to adjust at the highest level ever. I mean, this league is difficult. The big leagues is so different than AAA, and to have to adjust at the highest level is a tough ask. But this offseason has been different, and he's maturing in how he's communicating, which I think is the key to all of this. Like, when you're able to be comfortable enough to say, I don't like that, that doesn't feel comfortable. Is there a different way of doing it? Then you're getting somewhere. Because I think at times, and I said this while we were at winter meetings, at times I think he's made adjustments for the sake of remaining coachable or trying to please. But I think you get to a better spot when you have the ability to say, man, that doesn't feel good. Is there a different way of doing this? And we're there now. He's communicating well with our coaching staff. He's down in Jupiter working really hard. And I'd bet on him having a positive year, man. But I have his back. No one on our staff has given up on this kid, not even close. He's young, he's talented, and he's too smart for this not to click.
So a lot of good stuff there from Ollie. I mean, if you're a young player, you want to hear your manager talk that positively of you. You do. And Jordan Walker, Carey, he's a smart guy. Mm-hmm. He knows that it has not gone according to plan, per se. Now, whose plan, right? Like, I think that's the biggest problem that we have is we all have a plan for Jordan Walker, but it might not be the plan for him.
Correct.
And that's where we have to figure things out a little bit better. He's still a young man. What is he, 25, 26 years old?
I think he's 24.
Is he 24?
23.
Trying to figure this out here.
I think he's 23. Maybe about to be 24, but he's
23 years old. So he's 23 years old. There's a kid right now playing college ball that hasn't played one game of professional baseball yet.
Correct.
And Jordan Walker's going into, I think, his third full season, give or take a call-up or two in there. The upside is tremendous for this young man. He has some work to do, and I think he's doing all the right things. Ollie said he's down in Jupiter. He's working on his game right now, asking questions. And when we talked to Ollie yesterday, we talked about how I actually specifically talked about how when I came into the NHL, I didn't realize all of the extra work that goes into being a everyday pro. And I think Jordan Walker at the ripe age of 23 might just now be figuring out, one, how hard it is to play in the majors every day, and two, how much work you have to put in.
I think I liked what Ollie said there, and when he said Jordan Walker being able to tell, this doesn't feel right. I understand what you're asking me to do, but if I don't feel right doing it, or if it's not a natural motion, or it's kind of herky-jerky or just uncomfortable, I'm probably not going to have the success. And he said that there were times where, he was just doing what was asked of him to be coachable, right? To not be that what some players or some people would deem as a diva. Oh, you're a diva, you don't want to be coached. And he's saying, no, he was being coachable, but now he's at the point where he's able to say, yeah, I understand what you're saying, coach, but is there another way to get that thing done that makes it more comfortable with what I actually, my body type, how I play the game, and how, how I see things. And so I think that's what coaching is. It's marrying more.
It's figuring out the best path from A to B for each player.
And we both get what we need to get so that we can have the success. Because both parties want to be successful. Like, let's not confuse it and think that the coaches want him to be successful and he's like, nah, I don't want to do it. No, he wants to be successful, but you also have to understand body mechanics and how you move and how you naturally do things could be different from what you've coached other people to do. And I think the best coaches take you as a person and say, okay, I see you do this really well. Let me add to that and let me show you how to enhance that part of your game so that you can be better. And it sounds like that's what Ali is saying, that Jordan Walker is at that point now. He's kind of going through it and he's understanding a better way to play the game in the way that he sees it and be comfortable and still get what needs to be done from the Cardinals' perspective.
Well, and I think fans, too, in particular, have to realize that the pitchers he's facing, they're really good, too. They know what they're doing.
Correct.
They're for the most part, they're veteran guys who have been around and have studied the game of baseball. They've got their iPads, too. They've got their analytics, too, that show them what you're good at, what you're bad at, what pitches you like, what pitches you don't like. And you better believe that Jordan Walker, you're not going to get that pitch that you like.
Right.
You haven't earned that spot with a pitcher where he feels he has to test you with a pitch that's uncomfortable for him because you're forcing him to.
Right.
Right now, you're still taking a big hack at that breaking ball way outside, that slider outside. You're still nibbling, so they're going to keep throwing it.
Yeah, and I've said this before. I think, I'm just watching the games as we all are. But if you're down 0-2, 0-1 early in the count, you might want to swing at those first couple of pitches because those might be the best two pitches you see.
Yeah.
If you're constantly in 0-2, 1-2 counts, you're getting pitches to hit earlier in the count, and they know once you get to that point, I'm not throwing you anything.
Now you're not getting a strike
You're
again.
not getting anything. I'm going to force you to swing it. And if you do have discipline, I might throw one right by you because now your thinking is going to be away. So attacking pitchers earlier in the count might make him more successful as well. But hopefully whatever he's doing, it's working and it's going to be the best version of him thus far in a Cardinal uniform. And if he is unlocked, I think it just opens up, that window for you to start thinking of what the future can be, right? You got a Gold Glove shortstop. If he's an all-star right fielder, both in the field and at the plate, now you're looking at two positions for the next 5-6 years. You're saying,
you got
okay,
Victor Scott,
you got
too.
Victor Scott roaming the center field and really playing. And Ali mentioned him yesterday as a player that people talk about his glove, but him getting on the base paths is dangerous, and they expect more of that for him this year. So you might be closer than you think with this young regime in terms of being able to play good games or being able to play good baseball, but still not as close as you'd like to be in what you'll be in the future.
What does unlocked look like for you guys in terms of statistics?
Oh, God,
For me, I would say I think Jordan Walker batting average 275, 276.
OPS is like 850.
890.
20 home runs?
20 to 22.
15 to 20
is
for
a good
mine.
starter.
For me, I would like to see over 20.
Well, I'd
but
like
20,
to see 50, but
maybe.
I mean,
but 20 to 22 home runs, 22 to 25 home runs in that area, in that region. I think that would be an outstanding season for him and playing.
I'd like to
maybe
see a
not
bunch
Gold
of doubles.
Glove, hitting
That's what
balls
I'd
in
like to
gaps
see.
and running.
He can run for a big man. He can run.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think that's what I think his ceiling could be. And if it's better than that, then we'll definitely take it. But I think he's at worst, I would like to see him in that range.
Man, I would love for him to, if he's not going to lay off that slider, man, take that ball the other way.
Yeah.
Take that.
Get down in your swing.
Shoot that down the first baseline.
And if he does that, he will have more success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Just making contact for the big guy like that. Making contact with the ball will end up with better results. But that's easier said than done, too.
Oh,
As we talked about, guys throwing the ball are pretty good, too. So, anyways, it should be an exciting offseason for the Cardinals. It's already been very busy. And I'm excited to see what Jordan Walker and other players like Victor Scott and Nolan Gorman, what they're able to do in the offseason. Mason Wynn, what kind of steps he takes. Should be good. Should be lots of fun. All right, we have the most exciting 15 minutes in radio coming up.
You two have already been beefing today, so
man.
this is going to be interesting.
The Week 16 NFL stack up next, right here on 101 ESPN. Circus Sports is arrived. That's right here in the state of Missouri. We talked about it quite a bit. All right, Derek Stevens, who is the owner of Circus Sports in Las Vegas, he created the world's largest sports book, and now it's at your fingertips while using the Circus Sports app. Just go to the App Store or the Google Play Store. It's available. Just punch in Circus Sports. It's a new white logo. Click on that, and you can start betting like a pro immediately. They've got high app limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional customer service. Circus Sports is better for the better. From football, basketball, hockey, college sports, you name it. You're going to love using the app here in the state of Missouri. It's like having a bookie in the palm of your hand, and you're going to absolutely love the tight money line splits. The odds are always the best of any app that are out there. High betting limits and great lines on all of your futures bets. So please don't miss out on the action. Download that app and bet like a pro today and join in on all the excitement. Must be 21 or older. For problems gambling, call the Problem Gamblers Helpline at 1-800-522-4700.
Stack up!
All right, it is the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. It is time for the Stack Up, which has always had a level of controversy to it.
Every time.
Every single time. Mm-hmm. This one will be interesting, though, because we won't be able to have the 2 versus 2.
No.
So with an odd number, we should probably get to our results faster. Maybe we probably won't be happy with some of it, but all right. So for you guys right now, top team, I have the Patriots.
I was torn here. I was really torn here. I initially put the 49ers after that performance. We talked about it earlier. If they win out, they will be the number 1 seed. I don't see any reason why they can't win out and why they wouldn't win out. You know what? I just talked myself back into it. Give me the 49ers at number 1.
All right, Patriots, 49ers. Marshy?
I had the Seahawks.
Oh, boy.
So,
here we go. Here we go. Where's Anthony when we need him? No, I'm not mad at your selection. We all have something different.
Oh, well, the Seahawks are the number one team in the NFC. I think the NFC is better than the AFC. Plus, if we go back to last week, the Seahawks were third. They defeated the number one team, who we had in the Rams. Broncos lost. So just from them being 3, I bumped them up to number 1.
Based on that, that's pretty good. I would say that's since they were number 3 and they beat number 1.
Yeah, but okay. That win has a lot of question marks attached to it.
But was it a win?
2-point conversion that maybe, some questionable. Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever, dude.
Right, well, Carey loves the Seahawks. So
yeah, Seahawks.
All right. Then I present the Patriots at number 2.
I got the Patriots at 2 as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I had the Rams at number 2. Yeah.
They just lost. You just said
they did,
lost.
But you just said they lost in a weird way. I still think the Rams are a really good team. Yeah. I think the Seahawks and the Rams are probably the 2 best teams in the NFL right now. I think the Patriots are right behind them.
He didn't watch the 49ers play?
I guess he didn't. Didn't
like 49ers?
I think the 49ers are a really good team as well.
All right, Carey,
that whole division is really good.
I got the Patriots at number 2.
Who do you have at 3?
I got the 49ers at 3.
Okay.
I had the Seahawks there. I kind of flip-flopped. I got the 49ers at 3.
Marshy?
I have New England at 3. I will present now the Rams.
I'm going to go with the 49ers. They've won 5 in a row.
And they beat up on the Colts last night.
And they did.
They are getting healthy.
They beat up on the Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, they're getting healthy. Phillip Rivers threw a lot of passes.
His arm almost fell off, I think.
Well, he had to. No, he didn't. Hey, run the ball. Keep that offense off the field.
So at 4, for Marshy, I'll present the Rams.
I got the Jags at 4.
Ooh, right.
The Jags going into Denver, where was Denver ranked last week? Were they number 1?
2. Denver was 2.
They go into Denver, a team that hadn't really lost. A team that was and still is right now the number 1 seed in the AFC. But they gave it to them. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, also winners of, I believe, 5 in a row, have been playing outstanding football. I got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Rams took an L. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 in a row. Excuse me.
What do you got, Marshy?
I'm going to present the Rams. I think the Rams are still a really good football team. I don't know why they're dropped this low.
The Rams are dealing with injuries. Devontae Adams got banged up.
They're still a very dangerous football team. I don't even like the Rams either, which I hate even defending.
I don't like the Rams either, but I got to be honest. It's a good football team.
I think they're a better team than the 49ers.
Well, they might be, but recently they haven't been.
So where are you going?
I go the Rams at 4.
All right. Can I present the Jags at 5?
Yeah, I like the Jags at 5.
Thank you.
Marshy, what do you like?
I actually had the Bears above the Jags, but I won't argue
it's
with
like
you guys.
Hairs right now.
Yeah,
right?
we can throw Jacksonville.
We go Jags
5.
here. Do we go Bears at 6?
That's fine. Bears at 6.
Marshy?
Or do you have Denver?
No, I don't have. Denver is my 7th team.
Okay, so Bears at 6.
Bears 6. I can go Denver at 7.
I'll go Broncos at 7. Wow, this is going nice.
Yeah.
Well,
can I get my Philadelphia Eagles?
No.
Back in the conversation?
No chance. I have Bills here. I have the Bills at 8.
I also have the Bills at 8.
They've won 4 in a row.
I have the Eagles at 6, and you all forcing me to kick them down.
I don't have the Eagles in my top 10.
Oh, my goodness. We guys.
Carey, Buffalo.
They weren't in the top 10 last week, and I have no teams entering into my top 10.
You know what? It's fine. Keep them out. You know who the Eagles play this weekend? Buffalo Bills.
Oh,
there you go.
Well, I guess we'll find out, right?
There we go. We will. In Buffalo.
At 9, who do we have here? Let Marshy present us 9.
So last week we had the Houston Texans at 7. I'm going to bump them down just because they I thought they should have a better win. I know it's kind of weird, but...
Whoa. You did a better win than the Bills had. The Bills had a hell of a win this weekend, didn't they? Bills beat the hell out of the Cleveland Browns.
And we bumped the Bills down. They were at 4 last week. They're at 8 right now.
Come on, man.
So who were you talking about?
Texans.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I got the Texans at 9 as well.
I got the Texans too. They've won 7 in a row, man. You can't deny that.
I got the Texans at 9.
All right, and at the lovely number 10, Carey.
It's got to be the Chargers.
I think you're right.
They got to keep the Chargers there. I don't think
11-4 is pretty hard to deny them.
Yeah,
they haven't done. They've won.
Yeah, they haven't done anything.
What were they last week? 10.
They were 10.
I think they're 10 again this week.
Yeah, I agree. I have them at 10 as well.
All right, Marshy, run it.
What the heck? Only took a couple minutes.
I know.
All right, number 1, Seattle Seahawks. Number 2, the New England Patriots. At 3, the San Francisco 49ers. At 4, we have the LA Rams. 5, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The 6th team is the Chicago Bears. At 7, Denver. 8, Buffalo. 9, Houston. I feel weird about the Bears bumping down a spot despite beating the Packers.
Where were they last week?
Bears were at 5. That's why I didn't want to bump Jacksonville above the Bears, but I guess Jacksonville had a better win.
Yeah, that's a better win.
And they've
on
won
the road.
6 in a row.
But here's my thing with the 49ers. The 49ers bump up 6 spots for beating the Colts. That's why I don't
But that
think
performance in Indianapolis last night, you weren't a fan of it?
I think it's accumulation, too. They've won 5 in a row.
And we talked about it. If the 49ers win out, they will be, if they win their next 2 games, they're the number 1 seed.
We're not projecting what they're going to do. We're projecting what they're doing right now.
And what they've done.
And here are their wins, gentlemen. The Cardinals, the Panthers, who seem to they figure it out every other week. They figure it out every other week. The Browns, the Titans, and then a Colts team with Phillip Rivers on it. And we're going to put them at 3.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You didn't see Brock Purdy last night, man?
How weird is it, though? Okay, if we take our focus off the top 10 here right now, how weird is this universe to not have the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Packers, or the Lions?
Or the Ravens.
Or the Ravens in this.
Not even in the
Not even a
top
thought.
10.
Like, Carey tried to sneak the Eagles
I tried to put them in. You all keep that. They're just going to win the Super Bowl, and you all
well,
you
if
all
they
will
do,
apologize
then we owe you an
later.
apology.
Yeah,
for
you'll
sure.
apologize.
I don't
later.
feel like we're going to be doing that. Nah.
They're battle tested.
Marshy, you look unpleased.
He's not happy about the 49ers.
I'm not. I just I just don't know if they deserve. I know they're playing really good football right now. I'm not going to deny that. I just don't know if it's 6 spots worthy of jumping up against teams that I also believe had good wins. Like I would say Jacksonville's win is better than San Francisco's win. And why is Jacksonville at 5 when San Francisco is at 3?
Well, Rams lost. Why are they at 4?
Because the Rams are a good football team, but they were number 1. They dropped down.
I'm just saying. If we're using
they dropped 3 spots. Denver dropped spots.
I could have went with Denver not even being on here, but that's just my personal
That'd
opinion.
be a tough sell.
That would be. But I believe in it.
Chicago drops despite having a good win.
So then what would you like to see here, Marshy? Because we went through this diplomatically.
And
now you hate this
fine.
list.
I don't have to like the list, but I will accept the list.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
I agree. I don't like it.
Guys, it's our last show before Christmas and the holiday. I don't want us to...
Okay, well, here's the thing, Marsh.
Mad,
you know, the 49ers take on the Bears this week, so maybe the Bears can reclaim that spot that you are... You know, it all sorts itself out in the stack up. That's the beautiful
out
thing.
In the wash.
It figured itself out, man.
Which is not true, by the way.
No?
So, because there are times where you put clothes in the wash.
They don't come out.
And the stains in the pants or whatever, they don't come out.
Are you using laundry detergent?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
But sometimes the stain is set.
Yeah, we got to get to it quick enough.
I know, but if you don't, like, what if you don't know if it's one of those stains? Like, it doesn't tell you, hey, by the way, you better get to me quick.
You have to assume.
And then, when you're a teenager, like 14, like I was, you think, oh, I'll just use the bleach. That'll get it out. Ooh. It did, along with the color, too.
Yeah. Maybe just buy new clothes.
I mean,
that's now I'm able to do that. But as a child, Marshy, I couldn't do that. And you just don't know. And then you get those grass stains. We playing football in the front yard.
Yeah, those
and you
stains
get those
don't
grass
come out.
stains, and you just keep playing because you want to leave the game.
Yeah, listen, I coached high school football, and I used to have to do laundry as well. And some of those things do not come out at all.
Yeah.
No matter, we would soak them overnight. And OxyClean,
little
spray,
brushing, scrubbing away too.
You just, after a point, you're like, all right, man. All right, dude. Whatever.
Like, like whatever.
Ain't coming
dude,
out.
You know, I have an issue with my dryer right now. It's leaving these like dark spots on my clothes. Like, it's not good. So I
Is
have
all
to.
the lint out of that thing?
I don't know. I have to flip my clothes inside out. So like the inside part will. It's like more so on like the lighter clothes.
You ever try the color catchers?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's called a color catcher. It comes in a little red box.
Okay.
And you put it in the wash with your clothes, and then you take it with your clothes to the dryer. And what it does is it helps the colors not to bleed. So
Well, it's not a color thing with the
But
clothes.
I'm giving you an
It's like
option to
something
try.
within the dryer that is messing up my clothes.
You have a Sharpie in your dryer.
There might be one. I don't know. There could be.
I say that out of experience.
Yeah,
actually. I had a Sharpie in my pocket from like signing stuff one night. You're like, had a few beers and go to the jeans, and then this Sharpie's like,
everything in there is all messed up.
Not great. Yeah. Not great at all. All right, well, that's your stack up. Marshy will post that online at some point this evening. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Pick'em Challenge, and let's see if Carey doesn't screw this one up. On 101 ESPN. All right, St. Louis, I know it's almost Christmas time. It is holiday time, and you might be sitting there wanting to sell your home, or maybe you're thinking about selling it in the new year. A lot of uncertainties. I totally understand that. That's why I'm going to suggest that you give Gloria Lou with your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Give her a call. Sit down with her and talk to her about your home. A couple things Gloria Lou's going to let you know. One, if your home is ready to be on the market. And if it isn't, maybe there's some improvements you need to make. Maybe just light paint, sometimes a new carpet, new curtains, whatever it is. It will help your home sell faster. And Gloria Lou knows all of this because she's been in the business for over 20 years in the St. Louis area. She's got 24,000 buyers in waiting. So whenever you do list your home, you're going to have lots of people that are looking at that listing right away, and that means you'll sell faster, and it means you'll sell for top dollar, and that's what Gloria Lou wants for you. But you can't just sit at home and wonder. You got to give Gloria Lou a call and tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number's 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
to Pick'em. It's the Fastlane Football Pick'em Challenge on 101 ESPN.
Refreshed by Bud Light, official beer of the NFL. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly.
Welcome back to 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. All right, boys, we're all even up. We got 2 weeks to go. Let's not screw this up. Got some big games this week on the docket. Who you guys got here? Oh, I'm in the wrong week. That would help if I was in the right week, wouldn't it? There we go. Detroit, Minnesota. You got what's your homeboy playing? What's his name?
J.J. McCarthy?
No, he's not playing.
Yeah, no, he's out. Yeah, Max
B.
Max Brosmer. Yeah, he'll be starting.
Max B.
So, everyone have the Lions?
No question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone have the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone have the Broncos?
Indeed.
Okay. This is better than the stack up. Everyone have the Texans?
Marsh seems like he's going to go for the Chargers on that one.
No, I'm going with Houston.
Okay.
No, I'm going with Houston.
All right, next one. Baltimore, Green Bay.
I'm going Green Bay, man. I can't watch. I don't know. I know Lamar hurt his back the other day on Sunday Night Football and didn't finish the game. He's been banged up all year. I don't know if the Ravens got much more left in the tank. They are soon to be eliminated, I believe, with one more loss, maybe another Steeler win. Who knows? I don't think the Ravens have a chance.
Although I'd like Green Bay to lose, so my Lions still have a glimmer of hope, I picked the Green Bay Packers in this one. Marshy?
I also have the Green Bay Packers.
All right, so move along here to Sunday. Bengals?
Yes.
Marshy?
Yeah, I'm going with Cincinnati in that one.
Okay, what were you pointing at me for?
I thought you were going to the next game. My computer just...
Okay. How about the Steelers at the Browns?
You know where you're going.
Let's go Browns.
Oh, you don't believe that. You're not going Browns. You don't believe that.
No, I got the Steelers in this one. The next one's interesting. New Orleans at Tennessee. I don't know what the hell to pick. I know what I did pick.
Saints are playing good football right now. I'm going with the Saints.
I got the Saints too.
Yeah, I won't go against the Saints. We're all on the same team. This is gonna be.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be really good or really bad, man.
Yeah.
Really good or really bad.
Jags, Colts. I mean, I got the Jags.
Yeah. Same.
Jags.
Bucks, Dolphins. I got the Bucks.
I went with the Bucks as well. I can't.
Miami's a disaster.
Quinn Ewers. I think he tried. I think he tried really hard. You know, your first start as a rookie quarterback didn't go well for him. They still can run the football. Devon Achane is outstanding. Yeah. But I'm going with the Buccaneers as well.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks, and I'll allude to another matchup that we'll talk about, but I think that the NFC South will come down to the final week.
I don't disagree. So, therefore, that leads us into, I think we have the Patriots, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, that leads us into the game Marshy's talking about. Seahawks, Panthers. Marshy, who you got?
Like I said, Carolina, they're a back-and-forth team. I think Seattle is a better team than them. I think Seattle is trying to do what they can to hold on to that number one seed in the NFC. I think they win this week on the road, and that will set up, if the Bucs win, at least in my eyes, a date for the NFC South in the final week of the season, which I'm assuming maybe they'd probably end up flexing to Sunday Night Football. So that would be interesting. But yeah, I have the Seahawks in that one.
I took the Seahawks as well because part of me feels like I don't know which Panthers team is going to show up. Like Marshy said, that may be a game that I end up flipping before
I
game time.
I talk to you about that anymore.
Yeah, I'll text it to you.
No, I ain't answering your text ever again. Ever. You better be on fire. I got the Seahawks as well. Raiders, Giants.
Yeah, give me the Giants. But
the Giants.
I'm going with the Raiders, especially.
Really?
Yeah, the way that I know they didn't win, but like the way they played last week, Jackson Dart. What I witnessed last week was absolutely abysmal. They don't trust him at all. I think the Giants want that first overall pick, so they'll probably lose that game. I know the Raiders probably want it too.
The Raiders.
I think the Raiders are better though than
the Raiders
the
are
Giants.
favored, like barely.
I think the Giants' defense is better. I watched that Giants.
It is a good defense. It is a good defense.
They get after the quarterback. They scored. A fumble recovery where they broke my man JJ all up on that blitz, broke him up. And now we talked about it earlier yesterday, where they did have a pick six that got called back because the defensive lineman doesn't know how to be onside. But things like that. I think that defense will keep them in the game. They're not playing a potent offense in the Raiders, and the Raiders don't even want to run the football. So go figure. I'm going Giants. I'm gonna stick with the Giants on that one.
Okay. All right. Next two are interesting. Eagles at the Bills in Buffalo.
It's probably where we start to differentiate. I got the Eagles here.
I want to make sure that I get my Christmas presents from Rachel. Give me the Eagles in this one.
Wow.
Got a text message after that stack up. We did not feature the Eagles, so I just want to make sure that
it's all
I get those Christmas
No,
presents.
I had the Eagles on my list.
You got my guy near that. Well, I apologize to Rachel. She's a lovely woman. I like her very much. But I've got the Buffalo Bills in this one. Bears at 49ers.
Bear down, Chicago Bears. Give me the 49ers. Yeah, 49ers, man.
I'm going to go with the Bears on this one. They just keep finding ways to win. I think they're playing really good football right now. They're on the road, but I think that San Francisco's scheduling as of late will present itself to us. Now they are playing a formidable opponent. Chicago wins in that one.
All right. I got San Fran at home in that game. Chicago's got to travel west for that one. It's not always that easy. I got the Niners. And then the Monday night matchup, I don't think there's really much doubt in this one. Nah. I got the Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
Everybody Rams?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So if there's one upset in this, like true upset, if there's one that could happen, what game do you think it is?
I think it's the Panthers game. They are 7.5. They're 7.5 point dogs.
Yeah, that's a big upset.
So I think the Panthers. We talked about Sam Darnold and how much Marshy, dislikes him in December.
Yeah, I could absolutely see them losing this game.
The Panthers actually do play defense. Their defensive line gets after the quarterback really well, and they do run the football. They are kind of the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You don't know which version of the Panthers are going to show up. They can beat the Rams, or they could lose to anybody any week. So you really don't know which version. And they're at home. Seattle's got it's a pretty long trip cross country. So I could see the Panthers actually finding a way to win that game, which is why I said I may actually flip that game specifically.
I leaned into a Thursday night matchup, and I could see the Commanders beating the Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah.
There's nothing about the Commanders.
I have no confidence in the Cowboys. I don't like the Commanders at all. Let's not get carried away here.
Yeah.
But I have no confidence in the Cowboys of what the hell they are.
Yeah.
So to me, that's the one I could see. Marshy, what's your upset? If you have a different one.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at this. I guess, I think maybe the black and gold might be feeling a little too good about themselves.
That too.
Come on, man.
I thought about that too. The Myles Garrett's might put a beating on the Steelers.
Now, Myles does need, I guess, a half a sack to or maybe a whole sack to be able to be the leader.
He's going to be foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, he's going to try to get out the quarterback. There
are a lot of bonuses on the line over the next 2 weeks of NFL football. I started thumbing through some of them.
Really?
Yeah. Thumb through. And there's a lot of money to be made.
Yeah, it is bonus season. Because when you get your pay, get paid extra.
It's a good thing that the Pittsburgh Pirates are not an NFL organization. Otherwise, some of those players might be cut.
Or DFA'd, all that stuff. Yes, traded, sent home, not played. Yeah. All of the above. Classy. Stay classy, Pittsburgh. Steelers, that is.
Yeah, definitely.
I would never group the...
you shouldn't.
The Pirates with the Steelers.
I mean, they got the same colors.
But I would never group them together.
Good. Same city.
Same colors.
I mean, all the teams have
all the
same
same stuff, except for
Penguins,
the ownership.
Steelers.
Very different ownership.
Black and gold.
Yeah. All right. That's your NFL Week 17 Pick'em Challenge. What's trending with our guy Marshy coming up next in the Fast Lane.
Hey, Missouri, if you haven't heard by now, FanDuel Sportsbook is live in the Show Me State. And they're kicking things off with an offer that is tough to beat right now. New customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. Whether it's football, hockey, basketball, or more, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. So download FanDuel today or head to FanDuel.com/Missouri and join the excitement. And there's a lot of excitement tonight in the NBA. You got the Nets taking on the 76ers. Maybe you want to take the over for Tyrese Maxey in points. Maybe you want to take the Nets plus whatever those odds are. You can do it. The Wizards and Hornets, a lot of NBA action tonight. Pick your favorite player. Go over in rebounds and assists. Whatever you want to do, you can do it because Missouri, it's time to play your game with FanDuel. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Blues fall to the Tampa Bay Lightning last night by a final score of 4-1. We talked earlier today with Blues insider with The Athletic, Jeremy Rutherford, as well as Blues head coach Jim Montgomery. If you missed those interviews or anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you will find all of our interviews and full shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have What's Trending coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Jamie Rivers and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, I know that we have what we learned coming up next, just what we learned about today. But I want to ask you guys a question.
Okay.
What did you learn from a sports standpoint in 2025? What was like one of the biggest things? It could be about a team. It could be about a league. It could be about anything. A trend.
I think one of the things I learned this season, like in terms of like the NFL, you don't know. Like you really think you do. We kind of went into this season with expectations for certain teams to be really good. Kansas City Chiefs being one of them, Baltimore Ravens being another. And you don't know. Injuries can change a lot quickly, which we do know. But you just don't know who's going to get injured and when and how it's going to impact the team. So for me, just the uncertainty that is the NFL, it's the gift that keeps giving because week after week you're seeing upsets and you're seeing guys, teams that you thought were going to be really good and then they're not.
Yeah. That's a great one. I was thinking that too. I was thinking about the parity in the NFL and also just how smallest things change on NFL teams, and it can change the biggest things, meaning, you know, whether it's a player that leaves or even like in Detroit's case, they have the OC and the DC leave. And it didn't seem like it was going to affect them at all at first, and then it turns out that it feels like it's affected them a lot. As far as the NHL is concerned, if I keep it in that lane for myself, I've just learned that nothing is just given. You can't just show up and expect to win. You can't.
Lay down, yeah.
And you look at a championship team like the Florida Panthers, and they continue to evolve year after year after year. And they continue to play the game the way I think is the right way. And it's not easy. And they've got injuries, and they're overcoming injuries. And they're still playing a playoffs brand of hockey. I just think that you can learn a lot from watching that team overall. Not just the players, not just the coaches, the general manager, the whole thing in Florida right now. To me, they're setting the standard in the NHL.
I think for me, I learned that while you can go the entire season, and this is more so for football, or not football, hockey and baseball, you can play out the entire year. You can have all these different storylines, but at the end of the day, the best team will win, and that best team has won multiple years. The Dodgers, you know, we go 7 games. We think they're on the brink of elimination, and they just win. The Panthers, they just win. And that's what I learned. Like, we're in an era right now where money and, you know, different circumstances, whatnot. You know, in Florida, yeah, you can make the argument, well, yeah, I got the whole taxes and whatever, the Florida state tax.
But they haven't had taxes even when they were crappy.
No, I understand that. The Dodgers, you know, we know
they don't care about anything.
Yeah, they're spending.
Winning.
What else is there?
But roster construction as a whole, Anthony, is super important, obviously. And I wish teams here in St. Louis could just inchworm their way closer and closer and closer to those best teams.
Give it time, Marshall.
How much time, Carey?
How much time you got?
As much as you need.
I mean, how much time do I have? I have no idea. I don't know if anybody does.
You got time. You know? Time to watch a winner. Another
Well, I've seen winners in the past, Carey, and what I'm watching now is not that.
They're trending in the right direction.
Who?
Someone.
Your team.
In St. Louis. Your favorite team.
None of my teams are good.
None
of them are.
You know?
I even picked Iowa State as my football team this year, and they regressed.
Yeah.
But they're going to be stronger next year.
No, they won't.
Rocco's transferring.
They literally just lost their head coach.
And their quarterback, I believe.
And their quarterback.
He
went to Penn State.
They didn't lose.
I sure see you lost them.
No, he entered the transfer portal to another team.
Transferred to him?
No, he transferred to Penn State. The head coach. He got hired.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
All my teams are terrible right now.
He wasn't disturbed about
this. I think it just hit him.
It just did.
I think it just hit him just now.
I'm trying to find, like, different ways to... enjoy my teams, like the Cardinals. Man, this off-season's been crazy, man.
It's been fun.
It's been so fun.
Yeah.
The stuff that happens off the field. Wow. You know, the Vikings. Man, my quarterback, he won 2 games in a row. And then he got hurt. And, what am I watching now? What was the point of the watch? Why am I watching? The Blues. Man, they played really well on Saturday. That was a heck of a game.
It sounds like...
And then I watched last night's game. And I'm glad that they're off for a couple games or a couple days.
It sounds like you're looking for consistency.
I'm just looking to have fun while I sit on the couch. I'm just looking to have fun while I sit on the couch.
Well,
for multiple days/weeks. That's all I'm asking
Maybe
for.
watch something different.
I probably will.
There's a lot of things you can watch. It'll be a lot of fun on your couch.
A lot of game.
Stranger Things is coming out here in a couple of days. Volume 2. Be watching.
I've never seen that.
That's
Depends on your firewall, of course.
It's a shame.
Never seen Stranger Things.
Oh,
I haven't watched it. Nah, I haven't watched Reacher either.
Oh, my gosh.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, Reacher.
Isn't that the name of it?
Yeah.
Jack Reacher? Is that his name?
Yeah, it's good. You'd like it.
I haven't watched it yet.
I know you haven't watched it. I just feel like you're doing it now to be annoying.
I might be, actually.
Yeah. I'm just wondering because it's good. We told you it's good.
Speaking of...
I don't have time to watch TV shows.
That's a lie. You're watching something.
Everybody has time. You make time. You make time for the things and people you love.
We literally watch sports all day, every
So
day.
you and Cache, you watch sports?
Yeah.
It's a lie.
We did go watch Avatar on Sunday.
Boy, that's a commitment.
I'm seeing it.
We went to watch.
Ashley's got her boys there
we
right
went to
now.
watch Avatar on Sunday. It was
3 hours, huh?
3 hours and 17
3
minutes.
hours and 17 minutes.
Did you see it? Did you see it in 3D?
No, I did not.
No.
I don't like something about the 3D. I don't know.
I agree with you.
Glasses on my dad. No, I'm okay.
I agree with you.
Glasses on the entire movie.
This is the only movie that you got to.
Well,
this movie is meant to be seen in 3D. Avatar.
Maybe
Yes.
I have to go catch some of it again. I'm not gonna watch it again.
I wouldn't watch it 3 hours. For
It was 3 hours.
Was it a good movie?
It was a good movie. Yes.
Okay.
It was.
Did you like the visuals? Did you like the story?
Yeah, I like the story.
Okay.
I like the story. I like the visuals. I thought it was a really good movie.
Okay.
Yeah. It was good.
Was it worth the 3 hours?
Sure.
Don't say that.
That's not an answer.
Yes or no?
Yes, it was.
See what he does? I told you. See, he does
that.
You know what? I guarantee you, when Jamie called you the other day and told you to do that thing, that's what you said. You said, sure.
Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. Wrong.
Sure. Get to it when I get to it.
Whatever,
Didn't
dude.
realize it's a time limit.
Now, will you guys be, I know the answer Jamie will provide us. Will you be watching basketball or football on Christmas?
Both. I'll be going back and forth. But I will be watching. I mean, you got the I don't necessarily need to see the Chiefs and the Broncos play.
That's why I'm asking, because these matchups for the NFL
I don't care about
stink.
that.
I don't care. I'd rather watch arena football.
Oh, come on, man. No, you wouldn't.
I would.
No, you would not.
I promise you I would.
How many arena games have you gone to?
More than NBA.
You don't really?
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Nothing.
You don't like the NBA at all?
It's fine.
Come on, man.
Free tickets? Okay, I'll go. I ain't paying squat to go watch that, though.
Looking at this Thursday slate, I might not be watching any of these damn games, actually. Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, Broncos, Chiefs. Three of the teams ain't even. I mean, they not even trying.
They'll still be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
And see what the NBA schedule is. I think the Warriors are playing.
Oh boy,
that's your team.
Yeah,
let's go get them.
Warriors playing.
Surprised you didn't go with a Warriors play for bet the board.
They've been struggling in the old basketball. They have won the last couple of games.
They haven't won since you picked them.
Yeah, they won. They won the last two games. No, they don't play.
All right, are we done?
Yeah, that's what's trending.
All right, before I go,
sure.
Before I go, we here in the Fast Lane, we go back and forth with the Rizzuto Show all the time in our competitions, the Pick'em Challenge, and other things. But we do love those guys and gals very much down there, and we want to send out our love right now and sympathy to our guy Moon. Unfortunately, Moon lost his father here in the last couple of days, and he's going through a tough time. It's holiday time, and we got our loved ones around us and all that. Let's really appreciate this time with our loved ones, and at the same time, let's have Moon, his family, in our thoughts and prayers as well. So we love you, Moon. We feel horrible for you, and we're with you. So, Condolences to you and all of your loved ones. All right, we will close up the show here when we come back, right here on 101 ESPN. Man, it has been a wild ride with my friends over at Urban Chestnut. We have been on 3 bar crawls in the last week promoting Zwickle Light. But I can't tell you how many people have absolutely loved this beer. You walk up, you talk to them a little bit, they tell you about their favorite beer. You say, hey, look, take a little sip of the Zwickle Light. And they look at you and you go, hey, this is good. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's an elevated light beer that is brewed by St. Louisans for St. Louisans. And you know you've got something special when you've got the whole crew, the Urban Chestnut crew, right down to ownership, that are out there together as a team, bringing this amazing beer to people here in St. Louis. It's crisp, clean, refreshing, it's got that beer taste to it, but it's only 95 calories, 3.7 carbs, and now available in bottles, too. So you got cans as well, but then the bottles, when you got the bucket Carey with the ice and the Zwickle Light, once it hits your lips, oh, it's so good. It's the unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey. It is the official beer of the Rivers household. I absolutely love it, and you will, too. Pick some up today for the holidays. You can find it at Dirt Cheap, as well as other places available. You can also check out the website at urbanchestnut.com. That's urbanchestnut.com. Keep it light and keep it local. back to the Fast Lane. Last segment of the day for us, and last segment until after the Christmas holiday for us. We had a great show today. We had Jeremy Rutherford that joined us talking Blues hockey. Speaking of Blues, we had the Blues head coach, Jim Montgomery, who came on, had some fun with us, and talked hockey as well. And we kind of had a fun show overall. We disagreed on a few things. Carey and I continued to fight throughout the entire show. But it was a good one. If you missed any of that, download the podcast over at the 101 ESPN app. That is brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. What we learned, Marshy?
I learned that when mom and dad fight, you just got to step back, just listen, and don't engage. And if asked a question, just one word answers, just to kind of leave it to mom and dad.
Okay, Carey.
Now, who mom and who dad is, it's up for you guys to decide.
I learned that we need everyone to respond for this to work.
Yeah.
And that's really a life lesson. You need responses from everyone for whatever you're doing to work well. Right? And so when everyone responds,
good.
When they come together and they all respond, things work well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come together. Holiday season, come together. Yeah.
We should.
Come together for the holidays.
Sure.
Yeah.
I learned, and you can also go back again and listen to that podcast. I learned that Blues head coach ended up agreeing with me about everything. If you didn't miss that, go back, take a listen. Carey heard it too. All right, it's time for 3 stars. We already know one of them, but go ahead, Marshy.
It's time for the Fast Lane 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
All right, our 3rd star of the day goes out to Gift Smith.
Yeah, Gift
Smith.
You think anybody is related to Gift? They let him know that he's probably said at least once or twice.
There's got to be somebody out there with the last name Smith, right?
Yeah, probably.
Related to him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm sure there's somebody out there.
A lot of Smiths.
Why do we always... I never know where he is. Where is he at now?
L.A. Rams.
So he might have some people here.
Is he a... What is he, a special teams coordinator?
I can't even find his dang on name.
Offensive lineman coach?
Probably.
Something like that.
Who? What? Let's see.
You look that up.
He went from head coach to offensive line.
He was an interim head coach.
Run game coordinator and defensive line coach.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah. Why is that weird?
I don't know. Seems random.
He's random.
We're going to give you a
Defensive
job.
line coach and run game coordinator. Yeah.
He's going to do something with the linemen.
He's a good coach, I'm sure. Probably a better man. I don't know. That's what they usually say.
He's still alive, Carey.
You say that about people that are alive. A good coach, he's an even better man.
Or he say he was a good man, or a good coach, even better man. All right.
2nd star of the day goes out to last minute Christmas shopping.
Oh, yeah. That'll be me here shortly.
Yeah, that's bad. I was out yesterday.
It's awful, man. It's really bad when you try to get out there and you're in a rush. You're trying to find specific things. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
Merry Christmas to y'all.
Yeah, honestly.
Be safe.
It's our fault for not shopping soon.
It really is.
It really is.
What's more annoying, the kind of the last minute Christmas shoppers, excluding yourself, of course,
or including
us.
Yeah.
Or like the people who are at a red light and you can turn on red, and there's no cars coming and they just don't go.
Yeah. You can just lump all bad drivers into that then, because all of them. Bad drivers are just pay attention.
I got a scenario for you that I encountered on the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm driving down Mid-Rivers Mall Drive, and all traffic is backed up on the left lane.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't ever drive this way. I mean, I'm always going the other way towards, like, 94, 364. And so this one little red car is, like, in the middle of both lanes. Like 45 cars back. So I get up, I'm waiting, I'm patient, and I give a little beep, beep, like, what are we doing here?
What are you doing?
Like, what are we doing? Pick
Make
a
a
lane.
decision.
Pick a lane, whatever. So then he moves over just enough for me to get by, and I'm like looking, and he's flipping me the bird.
Yeah.
And I like slowed down and looked, and I'm like, really? What?
You're in the way.
It was this like little old man, and he had this like little old lady.
Where are we?
And I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, what? So then I drive up, Carey, and I noticed that like a half mile up, there's construction.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't know that.
Because you can't see.
I can't see.
Yeah.
So that's what he was mad at. He thought, oh, this guy's
trying to go around.
Which I was, no.
Yeah.
Which I ended up doing.
But you didn't know.
But I didn't know.
Yeah.
So, like, and he's riding the middle lane.
But
he flips me the bird.
He's stopping all traffic from going around.
Yeah. Which I'm that
Don't
tough
you,
guy.
hey, don't you just hate when someone flips you the bird when you're on the road,
Yeah,
Carey?
Carey, how's that feel?
Yeah. I tell you, you know how.
Oh, I wish I had a video camera for that day.
Yeah, I had smoke coming out of my ears, man. Like, if this, okay, that's what we're doing. All right.
I couldn't stop laughing. It was the best. The angrier he got, the harder I laughed.
And our first star of the day is Jim Montgomery.
Yeah, boy, Monty.
If there's anybody that can turn this team around,
yes,
it is Jim Montgomery.
I'm
looking forward to
Monty.
it.
All right, that'll do it for us here in the Fast Lane. But before we go, I know that each and every one of us would like to wish all of you a great holiday, Merry Christmas. I mean, whatever you celebrate, we're here with you. We want to celebrate alongside you. Anthony won't be back until the new year, I believe. So he wants to wish you a happy holiday and a happy new year. Carey?
Be back in the new year.
Be back in the new year as well. Marcy and I will be back
New year
after Christmas. But yeah, have a great holiday. Enjoy this time, man. Enjoy family, hugs, kisses, gifts. Have a cold one, have a water. I don't care what you do. Just have a great time and really just appreciate everything that you've got around you.
Mm-hmm.
We love you here in the Fast Lane, and we love that you tune in with us every day. It's a privilege for us to be here with you. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all the stuff. Happy New Year from us here in the Fast Lane. See ya.